Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, your girl, the one and only Tiffany E, aka Sexline TV2, and I am here to give you guys all of the tea when it comes to wrestling and maybe a little bit of odds and ends in between there. So why don't you go ahead, go get your snacks, go get your juice, go get you a good drink, a good glass of wine if you can drink it. If you're underage, don't be drinking, okay? Go on and get you some juice or something and sit back and listen as we kiki and holler about wrestling. Because over here, you get a plethora of things when it comes to my show, okay? You get wrestling commentary.
No benefit of the doubt. Dr. Phil say don't do that. Dr. Phil say when somebody show you who they are, and so did Maya Angelou, believe them. Them two hoes are snakes. They've been snakes, and them hoes was like that when you got there, and they like that now, so fuck them both. And they did the right thing by letting them headline WrestleMania. They most definitely deserve to headline WrestleMania. And that is how you close a mania.
What else we get? You'll also get a weekly recap of every single show that WWE has to offer. Monday Night Raw after show, NXT after show, and of course a Friday Night SmackDown after show. You'll also get a recap of all the Big 5 PLEs. I even do the Saudi shows for you. And then, if it's good and worth the time, I may even throw a little AEW in there. But of course, I will do my best to make sure I recap as many PLEs as possible. If I don't have it, then I'll throw it to one of my friends who do know it. We also cover pop culture, and we have really good time over here with lifestyle and just giving advice. So, if you're ready, it's showtime, and that is on the ancestors, baby. Well. It is Freestyle Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. We're going to hop into this fairly quickly. I'm not going to stay on here for hours and hours on end because I don't fucking feel like it. Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Get ready to do top comments for the day. And then it's just going to be like today's quote. So whatever y'all want to talk about, we will talk about. If you want to talk about Money in the Bank, we definitely can. There is one thing that I need to discuss with you guys about wrestling really quickly. And then we will be done with wrestling and we'll be going into lifestyles stuff, and fun stuff like that. So while I get this stuff updated, I'm going to play some interlude music just for 5 seconds, and then I shall return.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire.
Alrighty then. Okay. We are all set to roll. So
let us go into the top commenter of the day. Yes, top commenter of the day goes to Brandy. Brandy was numero uno. She was here right when I went live, right when the thing said bing. She was first one. Okay. Then we have Aaliyah, also my top commenter of the day, one of my moderators. And then we have Icy Brazy. Thank you guys for coming in early and being here on time. Donnie was literally right in there with y'all. All these other people came in at the same time, but I only picked 3 people. I might expand it to 5 just to be nice. But Donnie, another moderator of mine, was in here right on y'all heels, as was Pierre and Sasha. They all came in at the same time. So did Aaliyah. And so did Rico. And so did Kenny. 3 more of my moderators. They all came in at the same time. So I appreciate that. I love y'all for that. And let's just get into this conversation. Okay. So we got a couple of things to discuss. Now, Monday, let me see if that's the right one. That ain't the right one. Monday, WWE said expressly on Monday Night Raw that the Money in the Bank ladder matches can be the Money in the Bank briefcases, the contracts in those briefcases can be used for 4 of the main titles. So for the men, they could go after the Intercontinental Championship, the United States Championship, the WWE Undisputed Championship, or the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The men can choose any of those championships to utilize that contract for. It is not specifically for the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Undisputed Championship. Now, for the women, it might be a little bit different, seeing as how they don't have a mid-card championship. For them, it is exclusive to the women's titles because right now that's all they have. But that was a key thing that was zeroed in by the dirt sheets this week. Apparently, WWE made it a point to mention that. But we were already aware of that when Austin Theory, I believe it was, tried to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Seth freaking Rollins. And he ended up losing that briefcase, I believe. So it's an interesting day. Okay. Hello, Hiram. How are you? She look how she always looked. She look how she always looked with no lips. Anyway, and it seems like they're not adding any more women or men to the Money in the Bank ladder matches. It seems like the 6 is what they're going to go with. And it looks like they're going to go with the 5 for the girls, unless they have a match on Friday for Money in the Bank qualifier. They didn't have an extra one on Monday Night Raw, which they very well could have. So it's interesting. I'll say that. Um you sure it wasn't spilt nowhere else? That was the only spot. Did you put it away? All right. So let me see what y'all talking about. Oh, y'all ain't talking about nothing. Okay. So that's the tea on that. Now, Hulk Hogan was on a podcast talking about the wrestlers and how they look nowadays. He said, and I quote, all the guys I wrestled look like monster sized, and nowadays there are a lot of guys. Can you give him his medicine, please? It's over there on the floor. And nowadays, there are a lot of guys that look like wrestlers and a lot of guys that don't. A lot of guys that look like wrestlers, and then you got guys who look like they should be bagging groceries. So the difference is how athletic the guys are. Smaller guys can do all kinds of crazy stuff. They can do much impressive stuff in one match. I wouldn't do that much in a year, but what does that mean, you know? I don't know, but this excerpt from this podcast is odd to me. I don't know exactly what the context of that conversation was about. It was such an odd frame of speaking. You got the Risperdone in there too. Mm-hmm. It was such an odd way of speaking in this match. But to give you guys some context, I went to e-wrestling news to make sure I cover my ass because there are a lot of Hogan lovers that do watch my channel and are following me. And sometimes they get a little pissy when I start talking about Hulk Hogan. So to be clear, to make sure that we have a what was he messing with? To make sure we have a clear understanding of what is being said, or at least have a partial understanding of what's being said. This is on ewrestlingnews.com. It says Hulk Hogan says a lot of wrestlers today look like they should be bagging his groceries. Now, that's not exactly what he said, but you get my drift. He said during a recent appearance on the Full Send podcast, WWE Hall of Famer, I guess they meant opened on the differences between today's era of professional wrestling versus when he was in his prime and more. You can check out some of the highlights in the podcast below. But essentially, it says on the change in mentality among wrestlers. I mean, yeah, even him, while he's trying to act like he wasn't, he was taking steroids too. It wasn't the WWE, it was the wrestling business. It was when I got in, man, when I walked in the dressing room, there were like 6 guys sitting there. They were all 300 pounds. I was a medium-sized guy, and I weighed 300 plus. When I got in, if you wanted to be a wrestler, okay, there's a guy there. He's got 2 big cauliflower ears. His nose is broken. His teeth are knocked out. He's got 4 kids at home. This guy over here was an NCAA champion. He's got a steel plate in his forearm. His name's Harley Race. Good luck with him. Then the other 2 guys, they look like serial killers. And if you wanted to be a wrestler, you got to take their job and take the food out of their family's mouth. That's the difference. Everybody I wrestled looked like monster-sized men. Nowadays, there's a lot of guys that look like wrestlers, and there's a lot of guys that don't. A lot of guys who look like wrestlers, and a lot of guys who look like they should be bagging groceries. So he did say bagging my groceries. My bad. And a lot of guys who look like they should be bagging my groceries. So the difference is how athletic these guys are. Smaller guys can do a lot of things, all kinds of crazy stuff. They do so much stuff, so much impressive stuff in one match. I wouldn't do that much in 1 year. What does that mean? On the biggest difference between wrestling today and in his prime, I think the main thing, the product, is that it had an attraction. Like a Hogan, who you could put this with, this guy or that guy or him or you or one man gang or that guy, or just sell out anything. Instead of having that one attraction like a Hulk, a Rock, or Andre the Giant, or Stone Cold Steve Austin, instead of having that one guy, that's really the attraction. I think the star now is the production of the show. I see the guys wrestle, and one of the guys is hurt. The other one, then there's another one from the performance center that slides right in and takes his place. They're all the same size and pretty much have the same color hair. Their clothes are made by the same seamstress. They learn how to wrestle from the same group of trainers. When I got into business, we all learn from wrestling every night and being in the ring and getting your ass beat and getting hurt. We learned that way, where we weren't doing forward rows with helmets on, and doctors and massagers and trainers. If you hurt your thumb, then you go to the x-ray machine. You got to take 4 weeks off. You broke your nail. It's different now. Back in the day, it was get in the car, shut the hell up, and you're opening the beers. I'm driving. You can keep up with all your wrestling news right here on eWrestling News. So essentially, Hulk Hogan was giving his information on, or rather giving his, how can I put it? He was um he was giving a insight into how the difference with wrestling is nowadays. Ugh. That some people complain about the man's Money in the Bank, saying it lacks of star power. Okay, he's always talking about what everyone else does. Hello, Tay. How are you? Okay, so there are some instincts of this conversation that I actually agree with when it comes to Hulk Hogan. I do think that he is right about how the wrestlers are treated, but it's his shade in between what he's saying that I don't like. So when you're talking about the wrestlers and you refer to them possibly breaking their finger and then or getting an injury, and you're like, oh well, you broke your nail so you can't wrestle tonight. It's a very backwards way of saying that they have gotten stricter with their health rather than you just going out there and damn near killing yourself. It's part of the reason why a lot of the greats, as y'all put them, are no longer here or can't hardly walk or move or even, just get up in the morning without being in pain. So the problem I have with this type of conversation is the same issue that I had with The Undertaker. You want everybody to be these massive giants among men in terms of weight and size. And we're being honest, there were a lot of cookie cutter wrestlers from back in the day as well. What made you stand out was your character. A lot of y'all were not the great wrestlers that you think you were. When you go back and you actually watch those wrestling matches, they weren't what you expected them to be. When we were watching them, we were kids. We were kids looking at it through rose colored glasses. So for us, what we saw was the best of what they could give us at the time. You understand what I'm saying, babe? Mm-hmm. But now you have the variation of wrestlers, and I disagree with him saying that it's just a cookie cutter wrestler who could just slide right in. I also disagree with him saying that there is nobody who's a big name like him, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I can give you several if you want one. Charlotte Flair is a big name, as is Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. There's no, you can say whatever you want to say. We talking outside of kayfabe, right? But there is a staunch reason why Friday Night SmackDown is out viewing Monday Night Raw. It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that there's no big names on the show. It has everything to do with the bloodline and everything that they have built in terms of their faction and the multiple storylines they have been able to break off from Roman Reigns being the tribal chief. So to act as if he doesn't exist, like he is not some force to be reckoned with, is baffling to me. It's mind-boggling. You're doing him a disservice of all the work that he has done to honestly switch his career around and get himself to a point where he is undeniably treated the way he should have been from the moment he stepped foot in that company. The fans was not fucking with him the way that they wanted, the way that WWE wanted him to, and he found another way to do it. And for you to sit your old, decrepit ass on a podcast and to throw shade like that is mad disrespectful.
What do we got here? Sound like a couple of haters.
Like, you mad disrespectful, bro. And what I really can't stand is a bitch who got everything and still want the world. Like, you basically had the career that Roman Reigns got.
Right.
You had it, if not more, you had more than what he had because the fans loved you right out the gate. You didn't have nobody booing you and hating you from day one. That shit didn't happen. That happened with The Rock, though. The first time everybody saw The Rock, he got booed. It was not until The Rock turned into a heel that he was beloved. The same thing that happened with Roman is the same thing that happened with The Rock. It was just done in a different way.
Hell, he the reason why the wrestlers ain't got a fucking union out. Your punk ass.
Exactly. Like you out here disrespecting a lot of people who have worked their asses off to get to a point where they are undeniable. You got Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair on her way to being the budding star that she has always been. She is the longest reigning of the Raw Women's Champion of the modern era. Nobody's going to be able to take that moniker from her because that Raw Women's Championship is no longer in existence. She has had one of the best rivalries when it comes to that Raw Women's Championship we've seen since Charlotte Flair first held it. And I don't care what none of you motherfucking farmers say in these comments because you know it's goddamn true. Now, you sit up here talking shit. Becky Lynch is still one of the biggest stars. She outranks her own husband when it comes to that damn company. So a lot of shit that you be talking is not fair. Number one, it's shady, it's petty, and it's disrespectful to the people who are working their asses off. And not to mention, you got Seth freaking Rollins, who's about to be in a fucking Marvel movie, finna be one of the biggest stars in the world. He is on the cusp of outworking his own man's Roman Reigns and becoming one of the biggest superstars in the world, and your ass is sitting there saying that there's nobody out there like you, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock right now. You're out of your mind if you believe that. That's not true. Not to mention, you've got people like Mercedes Moné, who's moving from mainstream wrestling to indie style wrestling and still moving numbers. The very first time that woman wrestled over in Stardom and in New Japan, she brought in the draw. They sold out. Every time Mercedes Moné is on that card, they sell out. She is not just some random roundabout wrestler that everybody just knows and goes to see on occasion. She is a bona fide superstar, as is her counterpart Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Bayley. Once Bayley decides to do what she wants to do, she'll get to that point too. There's plenty of people in the WWE who are on the cusp of being major superstars, major players, and you are sitting over here on your little podcast because you ain't got shit else to do besides twiddle them little pieces of blonde hairs that you're hanging on to while you're wearing that tied ass bandana with them weave tracks attached to the back of it. You sitting up here talking shit about people and how they just pulling people from the PC to slide in and take people's place. That was the goal all the time, bitch. What do you want me to do? Before, y'all was mad because they was stealing all the talent from the indies, right? You didn't want them to destroy the indies no more. You felt like WWE was the biggest monster in the world. Now WWE like, fuck it, we just gonna make our own superstars. We just gonna churn them out. You feel me? I finally do what you've been asking me to do for years, and now it's a fucking problem? I don't know where your bald-headed ass get your audacity, but you need to send it back. Because you mad disrespectful. And I wouldn't be so mad if you wasn't so shady about it. It's your dirty shade that really makes me angry, because it's not like you just sitting here saying some real shit and I'm like, you know what, I can get past the shade a little bit. It's shady and it's disrespectful. It makes it sound like they just in the back churning out cookie cutter superstars and everybody's just falling in line. There's only a few people that fit into that realm. Austin Theory is one of them. Austin Theory is definitely one of them. Okay? He's definitely one of them. But I'm just saying. Like, he can't have an interview without being a shade queen. I don't think so, Donnie. I really don't.
Just like a bitter ex. Just like a bitter ex.
I don't know why it doesn't matter what he does. It don't matter what he does. Everybody gives him a free pass to be an asshole. And it's like, well, Hulk Hogan used to be the man. The key word here is used to be. And as far as I'm concerned, once you show me your true colors, I don't have nothing to say. I don't fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with you like that. It's very clear. I don't care if it's fine that Big E was able to talk to him. It's fine that Titus was able to talk to him, and they feel like everything is copacetic. Me personally, I can give less than a fuck about any of that shit. I don't care. I'm not giving you a free pass. You're not getting it. Nope. He had the John Cena career, to be honest. Well, John Cena had his career because Hulk Hogan did come first.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, they had the same trajectory. Like, I'll never like or respect this man personally. He gets his audacity from them damn Hulkamania bandanas. What's up, James? Even his interviews from the 80s and 90s were shady. Like, I seen an interview where he shaded Mick Foley. I saw that interview too. And Mick Foley was on his ass after that interview. He was on his ass, and he basically was just like, you see a guy like Mick Foley, he's not in shape. You know, he doesn't look good. I'm like, dude, the only reason why you look the way you look is because you were taking steroids. Stop lying, bro. You was on steroids just like everybody else. Everybody. Your ass was out here taking them roids, shooting it up in the ass just like everybody else. Stop playing.
The original ass shots.
Period. I've never stayed awake while watching a Hulk Hogan match, except maybe that HBK one from like 2005 or 2006. And I'm like, bitch, Mick had 4 characters, and all of them were over. So fuck you.
All of them.
Don spitting facts. Facts. He tans harder than Manny. Get the fuck out of here. Period. Talking about Hulk Hogan. We're talking about Hulk Hogan. So, I've never watched a Hulk Hogan movie or episode. Hulk Hogan built like a white refrigerator. I can't stand a white refrigerator, child. Now, there was another article where Bully Ray basically said you can have Hulk Hogan and Roman Reigns face to face, and Roman saying, I'm going to take you down. It doesn't matter what they do with it. The fact is, you have Hulk and Roman, you know, Hulk talking about what it is to be that WWE champion, and Roman saying, I'm taking your name off the list. I'm knocking you down a peg. You're going to be number 4. You're going to sit behind Roman Reigns. Isn't that already true? Isn't that already true, though? I am not interested in seeing Hulk Hogan back in the ring doing anything. Okay? That is not something that I want to see or I'm rallying behind. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm not okay with that. Now, a lot of y'all going to bring up the fact that Goldberg came back. You're going to bring up the fact that Edge is still there. You're going to bring all this shit up, and I'm just going to be like, okay, and...
I'm not giving you Edge. I'm not.
I'm just going to be like, okay, and...
If Edge actually was able to wrestle, not have the neck injury, go away.
He would have retired a long time ago. Well, he probably still would have been there along with Randy, but he was gone for 9 years.
I'm not going to give you Edge. Edge is forced to retire because of the injury.
But see, here's the thing with Edge that I'm upset about. I know that Edge don't want to be full time, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
But I don't like how he'll have a match or two, and then he's gone for 2 months. I don't like that, and I feel like I feel like it's just unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like I get if he has movies he's filming or something like that, that's a whole thing. You know, I'm not mad at him for that. Live your best life.
Right.
But in my mind, in good conscience, I'm just saying I don't want to see him coming back every 2 months.
Okay.
That's not something that I'm interested in. But to go back to Hulk Hogan, Bully Ray can eat a dick because I don't want to see that. I'm just not interested. I'm not interested in seeing that. What does he need to prove to Hulk Hogan? He has already bested Hulk Hogan. Okay, let's look at the numbers. Let's go look it up. Let's go look it up. Let me pull it up. Google. Yeah, that's the one. My nails get in the way, child. It's getting in the way. Okay. All right. Hulk Hogan championship reigns or record. Let's go to record. Oh, so Roman still got to do 474 days to beat Hulk Hogan's record. Ugh. Is this combined? Okay, let me go see. Cause is this like? Okay, hold on. Um, the Mega Powers. Okay. Okay, so he got the championship in 1984. He was in New Japan around 1984. That's crazy. All right. So, he was inducted in the International Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame in the class of 2021. I didn't know that. So he's been WWE, WWF champion 6 times. Okay. So let's look at the title reigns from 1982 to 2005. So Hulk Hogan won during the spring of 1984. Wowzers. Okay, Roman Reigns currently is the longest reigning champion of the modern era. Um okay, 1985. The 85 belt had a silver and black paint main plate. Okay. In October of 85, a new belt was introduced and was won again and was again only worn by Hogan. So between 1985 and 1986, there were 3 belts introduced, and Hogan wore all 3 of them. Okay, girl. um, need a whole breakdown. of the title. Let's just take you back here. I wish it had a bracket of the champions. It don't though. They give you the different designs and all that good shit. But yeah, so Hogan had it for quite some time. He had it for 1,474 days, which means he won a championship in 84 and he kept it to like, what does it count? Like 88? It's 1,474 days. Child, I can't count. Don't ask me. Yeah, he kept it in until 88. It said just before ending his first championship reign, Hogan introduced another new design, the Winged Eagle Championship belt. So Hogan's title reign, they changed belts 3 times. He was champion from 1984 to 1988, which means he was champion for almost 4 years. Wowzers. There's so much drama in the LBC. They said, Fatima said, Hulk is pushing 70. Girl, they don't care about that. They don't care about that. Goldberg don't be out here saying reckless ass shit, and he has nothing but respect for the talent of the day. Well, that's true. Hulk is pushing my foot up his old white, no tanned ass. That's what he's pushing. Because they carried Goldberg, and he knew it. Okay, Aaliyah, that shade was unnecessary. Like, the point of that conversation to bring up Goldberg was because Goldberg is usually brought up when you talk about bringing in old heads. But the fact of the matter is, what Don said about Goldberg is true. While Goldberg may not be the greatest wrestler, and everybody may not be fans of him in terms of his wrestling, he definitely does have a great respect for the superstars of today, which we've seen it play out on actual television and behind stage. So let's give Goldberg a little bit of slack here. Relax yourself. But they do count the new titles. But do they count the new titles? Well, yeah. I think so because they say his name still Bruno has the longest reign. Yes, the new titles do not restart days just because they're new titles in a way. Like they're still holding it while it they're still holding it. It'll be X amount of days they've been champ. Because I was confused. Confused about what? However, if you probably Google it afterwards, they'll probably start at 2 as long as they held that title. It really depends on how they go about it, to be honest. Hello, B. Jeffers. That's a better question than usual questions being asked, so you're fine. That's an extra year. I won't survive another year. You'll survive. All right. So let's give Terry Cherry his little moment to shine in the sun, and then we're gonna let him fade away. And Bully Ray can stop putting stuff out in the universe and shut the fuck up because we don't want to see that, sir. Okay, we're not watching that. All right. Now, what I showed y'all earlier when it came to Money in the Bank is it looks like they're only going to add one more person to the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women, and they're going to leave it at 6 instead of making it a full 8. So it is what it is. It looks like for now it is Becky Lynch, Zelina Vega, Io Sky, Bailey, and of course, Thin Lip Zoe Stark. And then for the men, you've got a pretty solid lineup here of high flyers, ground thinking wrestlers. You got a real nice mix here. You got a brawler, you have a bruiser, you've got high flyers, you've got strong style. You've got a thinking wrestler in there. You've got a combo wrestler in Santos Escobar. As far as I'm concerned, this is one of the most solid Money in the Bank ladder matches they have booked for the men in a very long time. Okay. LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, Pete Dunne, aka Butch, and of course Damian Priest are all competing in the Money in the Bank ladder match Saturday on July 1st. And then you're going to have some singles competition matches. So for whatever reason, we have to suffer between Cody Rhodes and Dominic Mysterio's no lip having ass. And then we're going to have I think this will be a banger of a match. Seth freaking Rollins is going to be putting his World Heavyweight Championship on the line against Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. Now, this past Monday, we saw Finn talking to JD McDonough again. Now, McDonough hasn't been on TV in a while since they had their Battle Royal. That was the last time we saw McDonough. But I think that is the start of the break off of the Judgment Day. I think that faction is going to split. It's either going to be Finn or it's going to be Damian Priest that's going to walk away first. And I think it's probably going to start after he loses to Seth freaking Rollins at Money in the Bank. Anywhoosies, Terry can get back to the Tandy booth. All POC and foreigners, period. Then there's Zoe. And then there's Maud. You know what would be some messy shit? The mothers and Zoe. Wow. I feel like the Demon is going to come back at Money in the Bank. He can come back if he want to. If Braun interrupted the match for Shinsuke and Nakamura on some bully shit, where is Braun Strowman been? He ain't been on TV since they got drafted.
He not hurt, is he?
I don't know. I think Damon gonna leave first. Damon's leaving first. A lot of people think Damon gonna leave first. I don't know, but I do think that JD McDonough is putting a lot of, filters and homeboy's ear here, and that might be one of the causes of their group imploding. Because there can only be a few alpha males in one spot at one time. Okay, it's just them's the breaks, love. Okay. He's injured.
So Braun is injured.
Mm-hmm. That's why he's not there. He's injured, had surgery recently. As long as Rhea and her concubines disperse. Dirt sheets say leg surgery. He had a neck fusion surgery. Baby, that was Bobby Roode that had a neck fusion surgery. That one I knew.
Oh, that's why Bobby's been out for so damn long?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He had neck fusion surgery.
Ooh.
Not Braun, my bad. I mean Bronson. You know what? Bronson could be a problem in the Money in the Bank this year. It's possible. There's no rules in Money in the Bank, and they usually do have somebody cause some chaos. You know, Bronson Tittles having ass is an agent of chaos. Wait, no, that was Bobby Roode. Yes, that was Bobby Roode. Neck fusion. Shit, that's deep. Squirrel is injured. Who the fuck is Squirrel, sir? Who is Squirrel? Oh, okay, babes. God damn it, Rico, be quiet. All right. So this coming Friday on SmackDown, Zelina Vega and her LWO comrades will be in tow. She's going to have a match against Io Sky, another opponent of hers in the Money in the Bank ladder matches. She's always going to be flanked by Bayley. Now, I'm waiting for Bayley to turn on Io. I can't wait to see it. If Io does it, it'll be cute, but I think it should be Bayley. That's just me personally, Rude had knee surgery first, then just now the neck fusion. Damn, Bobby Roode had to piece himself back together.
Right.
No, Braun had neck surgery also. That's not what they said. They said Braun Strowman had leg surgery. Now, what is y'all do y'all know? Or is y'all just quoting shit? Carolina. Okay, so Braun did have neck fusion surgery. Yeah, okay. So to clear it up, because Rico was right. Let me show you before you start going off, my good sir. Okay, let me take this off. So there it is. It is right there. Okay. He had neck surgery. This is on Bleacher Report, and you know Bleacher Report don't tweet or post nothing without no confirmation. Okay. Now, according to Bleacher Report, Braun Strowman may be recovering from a serious neck injury, but he's already determined to get back in the ring. He was on an Instagram live stream and he said, I am coming back to wrestling as soon as I can get healed up. Strowman is out indefinitely after undergoing to fuse the C4 and C5 vertebrae in his neck earlier this month. He's been out of action since the May 1st edition of Monday Night Raw, which saw him team with Ricochet in a winning effort over Alpha Academy. Road to recovery starts now. Level 1 fusion on my C4, C5 vertebrae was in the great hands of Dr. Cordova at Andrew Sports Medicine. Was a great experience considering. Thank you to WWE for always taking the utmost care of us. This was a very scary to find out about having to have done, and they were there every step of the way, reassuring that I was going to have the best care possible. This will take a little time to heal from, but I assure you, in the words of the Terminator, I'll be back. Generally, neck fusion is just over 1 year out of action, according to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Braun Strowman, who's 39, signed a developmental contract in WWE in 2013 and made his way to the main roster debut in 2015. He had a one-time Universal Champion, one-time Intercontinental Champion, and has won Tag Team Gold on 2 occasions. Despite being a top-of-the-card performer, Strowman was shockingly released in 2021 amid budget cuts. Ooh, it's his anniversary. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I said something that was in my head. Shut up, Jerry. I said something that was in my head, and I apologize for that. Stop it. Stop. He returned to WWE in September of 2022 after a 15-month absence, but has been more of a mid-card talent, competing in secondary titles and in the tag team division. It's unlikely an injury-related absence will help Strowman recover the heat he had during his Universal title reign, but it may allow WWE to spend some time creatively repackaging him for a more successful return once his neck is healed. I thought them pairing him with Ricochet was actually pretty smart. So it's interesting, but I'm glad that he's healing and getting himself together. So I'm sorry, Rico, but because you were right actually. But Brian did say his leg is real bad and he had been limping for a year. You could tell. What would you do with Finn Balor after Judgment Day is done? That's something for WWE to figure out, to be honest with you. Quite frankly, I would have him go back to him being his normal everyday self. I mean, he could still have his demon persona and still be the prince. Um, that's what I do. Wreck his house. Oh, Where and when did Braun have neck surgery? I will go and verify. No need. Finn would be battling demons. Literally. Yes, earlier this week. Did you give him gummies too?
Never get with them.
I'd have him split and win the title. What? Oh yeah. He got partial paralysis in one of his legs. That's why I believe the leg injury. Okay, so he did have neck surgery. Well, I hope he has successful surgery and recovery. Me too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. It came out wrong. I said what I was thinking. I shouldn't have did that. So I apologize for that. Sorry. I meant every word, but I meant every word. Shut up, Don. I didn't mean that either. It came out wrong. I would like Prince Balor back, a heel Balor like his NXT reign. Well, he's a heel now. I mean,
No, you want him to?
he left the window open on the steps. You can turn it off so we can cool this house down. I mean, turn it on. But you got to make sure all the windows are closed. Did you close the window in Tay's room? Both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're gonna need to close that window on the steps, and then you didn't open the windows in here, did you? Would you put it on SpongeBob in there for him?
Mm-hmm. Season.
What's this? Dip.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little salty. Did Chris go get CJ?
Yeah, he did. He left late.
Is CJ here now?
I don't know.
They haven't gotten here yet.
I don't think so.
I guess he wanted to sleep in. Is it in here? It's on the floor. Are these the spicy ones?
No.
What kind is this? Why does it smell like barbecue?
Because it is.
Barbecue Doritos?
It's not bad.
So, why are you so obsessed with barbecue?
No, Mom bought those once before just because it was a new flavor. Those aren't that bad.
Right, you eat barbecue everything. I can't get that man. If we order wings, and this man will order barbecue wings, it could be every type of wing in the world. And Jariah's gonna order some barbecue wings, okay? Like, have PC boys drag in under or in the ring dressed as saddles or demons or whatever the fuck. He downstairs. And have that go on for like a month. I'm be honest. I ain't care for the Prince. I didn't like the Prince either. I prefer regular old Finn Balor. I mean, they are right, but like to put it lightly, they are right. Don said to put it, the matches were fire, but it didn't move or shake me. It proved he can be champ, but it was nothing to rant about. I agree. 100%. I am with you, my brother. My brother made some buffalo chicken dip. That shit slap. But with that Finn story, I'm gonna have to write it down and fill you in. I think I get the gist of what you're saying. I kind of like it though. I'm not mad at it. He said, "Now, Gerard, I support you on most endeavors, but barbecue Doritos." What was he doing?
Sorry. Use the bathroom downstairs, taking a dump.
Get the remote from down there.
I'll never take it back down there.
You know, we can just use another remote, right?
And I don't remember taking the other one back downstairs. I'll look for it. I don't remember taking it down there.
Give me one of those Ohanas over there. He said barbecue Doritos. He said, Ron, I usually support you on most your endeavors, but barbecue Doritos.
You ain't got to look here.
Donnie said, that's nasty.
I know he's not talking. And he put barbecue in his damn spaghetti.
You do put barbecue in your spaghetti, babe. He said, when Finn spells it as the prince, I just say it with a lisp. The prince.
Yeah.
So disrespectful. That's it. Only you. You be so creative, but when it comes to expressive wordplay, baby, he be on it. All right. I'm gonna do my nails next week. I got a whole room to myself next week. I can do the fuck I want. I can have it. The cold dip.
If you want to eat it, baby, eat it. I can't just eat that else.
What's wrong with you?
I am still full from that smoothie. I had before involved with the muffin.
You ate a smoothie this morning?
I drank the smoothie this morning. I ate the muffin, and then I took some of the pasta for lunch.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, I ate all of it.
He said, y'all stay on my spaghetti,
Yep.
but y'all gonna love it down. At this point, I want to put money on it because it definitely hits. Rico said, y'all talking shit, but that barbecue spaghetti, but it probably hits. Okay, Rico, then you fucking eat it. I promise Don that when we meet, when he makes it, I will try it. But till I try it and I see something different, it's gonna forever be nasty.
Oh, God. Really?
I'm watching We're the Millers while learning how to print my own stickers. We're the Millers is funny. I made a pan for a party a few years back, and they cleaned the motherfucking pan. I just don't want to eat ranch and barbecue in my spaghetti. That's just not something that I want to mix together. Do you think Finn needs a revamp or character change? Because he's somewhat been the same through his career. There are some characters or wrestlers who I feel like, in regards to Finn and his character right now, I'm not a fan of it. I like Finn in his original form. Um, I feel like in his heel form, he not really leaning into it as much as he could. But I feel like him running around with JD McDonough, he just might. Because he was quite vicious when he was in the Bullet Club. So that could be a WWE thing, though, you know? So I'm not going to blame that entirely on him.
You know how the ER, you know how the E is
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to doubling down on persona, especially a persona that they did for another company.
Mm-hmm. But I can't give him too much leeway because AJ Styles was able to do him whether he's a heel or a face.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to give Finn a lot, not too much, but enough. Because his counterpart, matter of fact, if we're gonna be fair, his underboss, he was his underboss.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
His underboss came in and did his job in both sets. You know, whether he was a heel or a face. He moved the way he needed to move. He did everything he was supposed to do. He had heavy believability as a heel. He was able to be comedic and be serious. His one-liners hit. Like when he was he was in there talking about that's cap. They told me it means it's not true. That's cap. You remember that shit? That shit was funny. But again, AJ Styles has a natural charisma that while Finn Balor is a great wrestler and I think he has the ability to do it, I don't think he knows how to get it across so that it's believable. You know what I'm saying? I just think that hold on. Woo! There's a certain way that AJ Styles can move that Finn Balor just can't. At least for right now, what we see. I think that Finn is an amazing wrestler. I think he has potential to be a great superstar. Do I think that him being in the Judgment Day benefits him? Not in the slightest. The only thing to me that has Judgment Day only benefited Dominic Mysterio. It helps solidify Damian Priest as a true threat to any championship in that company. That's facts. But it did not make Finn Balor look more menacing as a heel, but it definitely gave Dominic Mysterio the heat that they wanted him to have. With all that being said, the two biggest stars that was in the group, Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor, are the ones who are taking the back seat. Which, if that's what WWE wants to do, that's their fucking business. Tiff, can you make key lime pie? Yes, I can. I make it the icebox way. So just know that I can and I have. I usually, because they don't have key limes here during the summer or spring months, I have to buy the juice in the bottle. Sir, I buy a specific brand of key lime juice and I make key lime pies. I also make key lime cheesecakes that I used to sell. I gotta start prepping for this pop-up shop, babe.
You know how you gonna work with the oven still on the fridge.
I don't have to bake the cakes. And we already saw that my pie filling firms up in the refrigerator. It don't need to bake. The lemon juice bakes it, cooks it. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm gonna figure out a menu for it, and then we're gonna start prepping for it. I'm not gonna make a lot. I don't think I'm gonna make cheesecakes. If I do, they're gonna be no bakes. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Donnie, I can make key lime pie. Now you talking about when we meet up, if I can make it, or if you want me to make it, freeze it, and then send it, because that's different. Okay, well you eat it then. Enjoy it. I like I said, I promised Donnie when we do meet up that I would try the spaghetti. I said I would try it, but I'm not. Until then, I said what I said. Period. He said not just ranch and barbecue. I'm aware it's spaghetti with ranch and barbecue sauce in it. When I say spaghetti, it's all encompassing. Sauce, meat, the whole nine. But I just don't like mixing in those types of flavors, those really strong, bold flavors into regular old tomato sauce based spaghetti. I'm just not feeling that. I'm thinking about how that's going to taste, and I'm just not a fan of it. Finn needs a character, like just plain old Finn don't do. I like Finn as he is. The character he is now is workable. It's good enough to get the job done. I disagree. The only person that has brought out a Finn in the past year and a half was Seth. Yeah, Finn and Bliss being themselves did not work out for them. He used to be so mean at the beginning of Bullet Club, but it's way different now. That's what I'm saying. I think that Triple H got to let him take the gloves off. And I think he would fare better in that round. Like, we need Finn and Alexa, not Fergal and Lexi. I don't know why you so mad at Alexa Bliss. Bliss is fine. She works well in her little well, whatever she wants to do. And I'm sure when she finally comes back from maternity leave, Bray Wyatt is dead set on giving her the true storyline that he wanted to give her in his story. They got a whole new writer for him, and hopefully he is okay with that and they're able to work through it. So we're gonna have to wait and see how it plays out. I've been right about y'all waiting and seeing how stuff plays out. So you guys to trust in the system. Hello, Kayla. Girlie says she'll be training a month after she gives birth. Oh, well, if that's what makes her happy, I don't care. Yeah, she can have fun with motherhood. She needs time away to revamp. I don't know about that. I'm sad she ain't get to debut that Wednesday gear. How great Finn is. Finn needs someone to pull it out of him. It shouldn't be that way, but yeah. I need to try it because I've never had it. You've never had key lime pie before. It's pretty good. I like mine tart. Mine is tart and sweet, but it's good. He said, I don't want to make it because I don't know what it's supposed to give. I want to put it in a cup along with a bunch of other flavors. I was gonna do that too, but instead of doing I was gonna make pie jars along with my cupcake jars that I had. So I was gonna do a lemon pound cake jar, and then I was gonna do a key lime pie jar, and then I was gonna do the strawberry shortcake jar, and that's what I wanted to do. But I don't want to do too many citrusy things for one. You know what I'm saying, babe? Gerard is not listening to me. It's good if you like. If you like tart, sweet stuff like if you love lemon pie, a creamier version of lemon pie, you'll like key lime pie. If I make some and I freeze it and I can get it down there without it melting, because I would literally have to ship that overnight in like a cooler. You know what I'm saying, Jared? I would have to figure out a way to ship it to you because the way I did it for Tirza, because Tirza is like a hop, skip, and a jump from me. She's a couple states over. So it was easy for me to get that to her without it, going bad. But with it being hot as monkey's balls out here, oh, I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. And I might be able to get it to you before the summer is out. What'd you miss? You missed a little bit. You missed a little bit. I mean, I don't care for JD Finn, but if you were to grade it, it'll be a D. And that's good enough to pass. It's passing grade, very much so. Like he used to yell at the Japanese reporters and made sure they got what he was saying. Finn was a menace back in the day. Nicole used to tell me some shit, and then I saw the storyline of Bullet Club on New Japan one day on YouTube, and I was like, this shit is crazy. Also, Alexa is aware how boring her real self was boring. What would be your reaction if Finn beat Seth at Money in the Bank? I'd be surprised if he won. I love Finn, but I don't understand or feel right for him and JD. Oh, okay, that'll be my reaction. Would it be interesting? Yes. Do I think he should lose to Finn? No. I wouldn't. I wouldn't let him do it. But you know what? It's cool. If that's what they decide to do, it's fine. I had key lime pie when I was recently on the cruise, and it was good. Oh, very good. Had he been leader, or if somebody was leading, it wouldn't be so bad. But it seems like they're seemingly all on the same level. Yeah, and they mentioned that, so that's true. Yeah, you ship me that, and I'll ship y'all cups. Okay, period. Oh, you mean Jimmy Neutron? Ooh. He said, Kayla. Hey, I unsubscribed from your channel, but I didn't get a notification that you were live. All I can tell you is you have to make sure that notification bell is selected. If it's already selected, then unselect it and reselect it again. That's all I can tell you. It seemed like all y'all had key lime pie on the cruise. That's interesting. Well, are we going to do lifestyle and advice stuff today, or are we still talking about wrestling? If Finn wins, JD should start breaking off because he gets cocky, and that's when you can have them demons come out. I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, my booty out, booty up. See if she in a group chat, Don. Or did you think they should do a 3-part and Finn win at SummerSlam? I can see it. Would I mind it? No. Would I like it? No, because I feel like Seth didn't really get a good run with the title. And I feel like they could have just gave it to Finn to begin with. You feel what I'm saying? Like instead of going through all of this, you could have just had Finn with the championship. And then you could have had him going up against Seth. And then say Seth lost and that was the end of that. And then he goes off and finishes filming his movies, which that very well could be what's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I wouldn't be happy about that because I'm very happy that Seth is champion. I think that it was high time he was champion again. I think that it looks good on him. It works for him to be champion. I don't know. I'm really feeling him as champion right now, and I want to see what they're gonna do. Plus, Seth is taking every challenge that they throw at him, and I'm really curious about Monday's challenge and who's gonna answer that challenge. I'm very curious about that. But do I think it's gonna be a 3 part? I think it should be. I very well think it should be. And I think that it will be. Right now they don't really have a lot of prospects on Raw. In terms of big guys who would make plausible sense. But I mean, you got to start building somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, they could have this whole situation going in and they can make a really good effort, a really good solid effort to make this championship worthwhile. And if you're gonna start with Seth being champion for like 3 or 4 months and then drop it to Seth freaking Ron, I mean to Finn Balor, that's okay. I'm not gonna be mad at that. Kayfabe wise, I'll probably be pissed. But in the grand scheme of things, I can understand it. If you want Judgment Day to be a proper faction at the top of the mountain, then that's where it should go. And that's how it should be. And then you should make Damian and Dominic tag team champions. Give them all the championships. But I need for them to actually have some relevancy here. I need for them to actually work in terms of being a solid group that looks dominating and presents themselves as dominating, because right now Rhea Ripley is a mouse with the championship, if we're being fair. Her boyfriend is a mouth almighty, tongue everlasting with no backbone. And then you've got Damian Priest. I mean, that's it. Don said yes, but no. He said, I like Seth is like I said, Seth is quite honestly the only one that could bring that streak out of Finn aside from Kevin. Agreed. But it would be short. I still want Seth to be cashed in on. Eric Young. Why are you bringing up Eric Young? I just want somebody to realize Dominic ain't worth it. Child, they ain't got Wagner's there. They ain't realizing shit. Okay. Bobby Lashley ain't been on TV in a couple of months. That's interesting. Usually we see his bald-headed ass popping up somewhere. He wasn't in the qualifier matches or nothing. Y'all see that?
Sure he got injured too?
I don't think so. Let me look. Bobby Lashley, bald-headed ass.
But if he's not injured, I mean, this one time for him to kind of take a break for a little bit. He was kind of been there a while going.
Well, he did have that gash on his head.
Yeah.
But I don't think he injured beyond that. That was the last time he saw him was when he was wrestling to be in that to be champ, right? In them 2 triple threats. The busted head, remember? Yeah, but it ain't that bad to the point where he shouldn't be on TV no more, you know? At least that's how I see it. Anyways, we got 2 matches that are 2 weeks away, and the girls are going to be fighting. It's all about the girls. The tag team championships will be unified, okay, which means the NXT tag team championships will be defunct, and these two tag team champions will, I guess they'll be walking around with both the titles. I don't know, but we're gonna wait and see. And then Charlotte reeled her head and was like, before I go off with Andrade and try to have this baby, I need to come back and hold this championship because it's gold and I love gold. The smell of it, the taste of it, the texture. Okay? She said, I love gold. I must have it. That he's not really worth all the effort they put in to protect him every week. As far as the group. Are we talking kayfabe wise, or are you being like facetious? Because um kayfabe wise, I can understand you saying that. But in reality, if we're being fair to Dominic Mysterio, um he has garnered the heat they wanted him to have. You know what I'm saying? So, but in terms of his wrestling skill, I feel like he's still lacking. And I would love for him to go to NXT and use that heel persona he has in NXT. I feel like Shawn Michaels would whip his ass into shape because he seems to be doing very well at that. I was very, I'm very proud of old Shawnee boy. Shawn that went down there and said, I'm gonna get rid of some of this old shit we got going on for a little while, and then I'm gonna set this shit up so it's to my liking, honey. And that's what he did. It looked real good. We love it. We love it. NXT been on a roll as of late. I mean, I have to agree. Like the least mommy can do is help him get this man a title. I'm not gonna be happy with him having a fucking title, but like I said, I would welcome them being tag team champions. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's a lesser evil. I don't have to see him all the fucking time with that title. I fucking can't stand Dominic kayfabe wise. I hate his bitch ass. But in real life, they need him. Yes, they do. They do, because Judgment Day was floundering. Send him to NXT and take the title off West. Madness. Hell no. Nah. That's why Mustafa down there. Mind your business, be Jeffers. He's still trying to wrestle like his dad, and as y'all know, it irks my soul. I don't understand that. He's twice the size of his father, height-wise. He can't wrestle like him. He needs to wrestle like himself, okay? So the women, it stayed 3 weeks. So the tag teams championships will be defended or unified in 2 weeks. And then the girls are going to be fighting that night before Money in the Bank. Charlotte and Asuka are going to be wrestling each other, because I do not think that the women are going to have championship title matches the night of Money in the Bank. So there are going to be no cash-ins except for maybe on Seth freaking Rollins. I don't think Roman. Well, they say Roman is scheduled to be there, but they haven't announced anything yet. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Anyways, this coming Friday, we're gonna have a mixed tag team match with Mia Yim, AJ Styles, Karrion Kross, and Scarlett. And then we got, of course, the Gauntlet match. The winner wins a WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. These 2 matches are happening next week, along with Zelina Vega and Io Sky's match. That's all happening next week, child. All righty then. Let me go. Like, it would be a big ass upset if Rhea helped Don beat Gunther. I would fucking cry.
That's not a sweet attitude.
Because that's disrespectful to Gunther's title, right? Like, I'm dead ass serious. Why I feel like WWE gonna do some crazy shit with Charlotte. Can you elaborate on what the craziness you believe they're going to do? Yes, that's why it hurts the fuck out of me. Like if your big ass don't do a big boo. Nah, Dime can beat Mello though. I mean, I would not be mad about that. I really wouldn't because Carmelo's coming up after his title reign anyway. Brian's getting ready to come up soon too. So I would not be mad about that. I feel like I don't know, Jared. I feel like that would be a good way to get a lot of heat on Dominic and a lot of eyes on NXT without really having to do a lot of work. I don't know. I kind of like it. You need kind of a slimy champion. You had Brian Breaker as champ. Brian dropped it to Carmelo. Carmelo's a face champ or anti-hero style champ. You're gonna need somebody like Noam Dar or Dominic Mysterio to be champion next.
No, did Noam Dar lose the Heritage Cup?
He did lose the Heritage Cup to Nathan Frazier, but I think that they gonna have them run that shit back at the Great American Bash. I really do. Because he didn't wrestle, he was on crutches accusing Nathan Frazier of attacking him in the parking lot. You know that NXT parking lot dangerous. But I don't believe he really injured. I don't believe he injured. He said, all right, let us move on. He said, literally spelled out the word lettuce. He ain't shit. I was gonna say that, but I wasn't trying to get cussed out. That would be madness. Not you cry. I would literally cry if he beat Gunther. I would literally fucking cry.
I'm not watching it. I wouldn't watch it no more.
I would literally cry.
You wouldn't give it to Sheamus, so Sheamus could be a Grand Slam
Or
champion,
Mustafa.
but you give it to fucking Dominic?
Right. Of all the people.
I'd rather have Austin Theory walk around with the IC title and the US title before Dominic get that bitch.
I mean, yeah. But I won't have to see it as much. You know what I'm saying? Because Austin Theory is just there at this point. He ain't got no fucking swag or nothing. He just there. And he, you know what's funny? For him to be U.S. champion, he sure is used in a lot of storylines and don't be nowhere near relevant in said storyline. Not even close. Like they used his United States Championship to fuck up Jimmy and Jay's relationship. Like, how can you be okay with being used like that? You didn't even know you had a match, bro. Like, I would feel so disrespected.
Well, he don't have the chops like the Miz to spin that shit.
Nah, he don't. I kind of wish Miz would get it again. At least it was fun to hate Miz. You know what I'm saying? It was just fun. One thing Miz knew how to do was draw some ugly heat. Donnie saying, I don't think Oscar losing to Charlotte. I don't think so either. Not these people about to have a foursome. I never seen We're the Millers before. I love that movie. That movie is so funny and it's so cute because all of them come from different walks of life of like being unwanted, and they find each other in the most hilarious way. It's really endearing. It's the best way to put it. Now, in the way it was written, it was well written. It really is a good movie. When Bianca says she's glad she has her rematch, but she's still gonna get her lick back. That's what she did say it. Crazy shit have her not win the title the night before. Put her in Money in the Bank like they did Brock last minute and have her win.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that.
I don't want her to win fucking Money in the Bank.
Who talking about Bianca?
Charlotte.
Oh, they're talking about Bianca.
No, I'm not a fan of that at all.
Cause I'll be petty. I have because
Dixie.
Because Bianca can have her rematch against Asuka. She lose.
Let me tell you what Chris said. He said, Chris. Don said, Chris, where the butt naked hoes at? The Money in the Bank can be used in NXT also. I don't know. But given the fact that Nick Khan wants to make NXT a third brand again, I think in later years it will be possible. But for right now, NXT is strictly developmental, so I would say no.
Hey, what's the name of the Money in the Bank? Mustafa?
No.
Oh, that's right. He not.
He said Austin makes me just stare at the screen. I don't know why his baby teeth.
Because if you really want to fuck some shit up and cause some chaos, let Mustafa win that bitch.
Austin Theory doesn't have. He a butterhead.
And then he cast that bitch in NXT and take the NXT Heavyweight Championship.
Everything look good, but his head. He a butterhead. The bar chill. I don't even have a garage, much less a hole to put water in. Stop. That goes to show what Nicole and I have been saying. Everybody is scared to push the envelope of scared to not read the paper. Like they not going to cut you mid-scene because you go off script. Do what's best for your character. Said, hoes stay outside. What you mean? They kissing this man and they supposed to be family. Nigga, have you watched the movie from the beginning? Because Charlotte has been cashed in on 3 times. So? So what? The Money in the Bank belongs to Zelina. If they give it to Zelina Vega, I do not think she will have a successful cash-in. And I hate to say that, but it'll be the first time that a failed cash-in has happened with the women. I really do. Y'all, I ain't tell y'all this homeless lady offered me fellatio for a meal.
Damn. That's wild.
I'm like, I don't got nothing for you, Bookie. Not fellatio. Not stare out of joy. I just be staring like, okay. Poor baby. I'm just saying, it's messed up because I know Austin Theory can be better than that. And I know that he has potential to be good. But sometimes potential doesn't always translate into greatness. And unfortunately, unless something drastic happens with Theory sometime soon, we are getting the best of what he has to offer right now. Yes, but I ain't seen it before, so they having this whole makeout session, and that ginger caught their ass. I feel like if EO have it, it won't be successful per Beyblade. I mean, okay, I feel you, Don. I see where you're going. I cackled. I can't. No regrets. That poor baby just wanted something to eat. I would have gave her the money to eat. Just go get you something to eat, baby. Here go 10. Go get you a meal or something. You can get you a little something for $10. Burger King got burgers on sale. 2 for $5. Where is CJ at, Chris? I know you're still watching. Where is he? He downstairs. He said no regrets. He put it in there. He put it in there and said no regrets. I just realized it said no regrets.
That's what that tattoo said. No regrets.
Which I wouldn't be mad at. I mean, no, because we get a nice battle between her and Bailey. And then what I really like is when Dakota finally come back. Dakota can be her crazy broken self and go after both of them because they essentially left her behind. You know what I'm saying? It's a real good way to bring Dakota in on some heel shit and not have her be this weird tag along. They've been having her at EOB on Bailey. I didn't like that shit. I don't care what nobody says. I did not like it. That was one of the reasons why I didn't want to watch NXT to begin with. Because when I get used to seeing somebody at their best, you know what I'm saying? And then they come over to the main roster and they get switched over like that, that irritates me because I'm not being able to gauge you properly. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And I hate that because to put it lightly, if I had to watch NXT when Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha and Bailey was in there, I wouldn't have gave Charlotte the time of day. And it wasn't because she couldn't be great. It was because I saw Sasha cut her ass a new one on that promo when they was fighting each other. Yeah. And she ain't had no comeback. Sasha tore her ass up, and when a bitch with a speech impediment is fucking you up on the microphone, oh baby, it's over. You hear me? You got to go. Beyblade, that's crazy. That's what he call her. I call her Pammy Pockets. Cause she remind me of Polly Pocket. And her name Pam. Pam alive. Baby, I ain't even had her money. Damn, that's fucked up. He said, yes, I've been calling her Baby since 2019. Fair, yeah, that's true. He has. He definitely has. Have her fake like she's getting the band back together and have her do all this work just to break them up. I miss when Tip used to call Becky Crossfire. She ain't did nothing to piss me off yet, so I ain't went back to Crossfire yet. I do call her Crossfire sometimes. I just haven't called her Crossfire lately. Yeah, Sasha used to eat Charlie. She used to tear Charlotte's ass up. Poor Charlotte. Poor Charlotte couldn't do nothing but just stand there holding the microphone. I said, damn. Oh, I said, damn. Sasha was mean, child. Like, no room for error because she'll have you stuck like John did Roman in that day. Roman used to get stuck a lot. And I think I'm looking back at it now, given the info that we know, I think the problem was he was pigeonholed in where he was, and he didn't want to supersede that. So he had trouble with not stepping over the line of that babyface character, which I felt like you definitely could have. He could have worked it so it worked out in his favor. It's all kinds of ways. And I think what really, like they said a while ago, that Roman was done when they had that dog food situation on SmackDown a few years back. He was like, I can't do this shit no more. This shit is embarrassing. It's disrespectful. And he said, I'm not fucking doing it no more. Then that next week when he was able to get Corbin back, I think that was almost the last time we saw him, as the big dog before. You know what I'm saying? Now he got bit in the balls. What I call the Bellas? Oh, I used to call the Bellas a lot. I called them some fake ass hoes. What did I call them? I called them some coattail riding bitches at one point. Delusional hoes. It's always something to end with hope. Delusional hoes, the red lipstick bandits. I was coming up with some shit for them, but I get tired. You get burnt out. Hell, I'm only one person. Nah, Sasha was worse. Fake assholes, Bella bitches, them bitches, them hoes, them Bella hoes. You ain't had to read me like that, John. That was terrible. You ain't had to do that. Those hoes that's with that spelling too. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I grew tired of seeing Roman lose more than he would win. I mean, that shit was overrated. And that's another thing that Vince McMahon do not know how to let go of is that bullshit ass underdog story. How come I can't be a face and still be good at what the fuck I do?
Right.
Why do I have to be a face and somehow be less than my heel? Like that shit don't work for me. I don't know about y'all, but there are plenty of heroes, superhero, comic book heroes that are underdogs, and there are plenty of those that are superior, and we know who the fuck they are. Okay, it is not hard for them to beat certain villains, and we know this. Why you can't just be more realistic? It's not difficult. They got a tit for tat. One time somebody else win, another time somebody else win, and then you have the situation where they don't. They cutting promos. Maybe this one Seth got it. Maybe next one Finn get it. You feel what I'm saying? Let's be real and keep it balanced. Why we always gotta have this situation where it's an uphill battle for all of the faces and the heels just can cheat to win? Like, bitch, I don't want to see that. That's not worth watching. That ain't even fun. Shit, we living in the real world. And the real world don't act like that. I forgot what she used to call Sasha with the blue hair. I used to call her little boy Blue. I sure did. I sure did. Like, right. Wrestle Shade is stupid. So I put it out the way. Right.
Because I know the girls go pull on it.
I can't believe you know the words. Oh, help him, Father.
Oh, shit. I remember you showed me that I was fucking crying. Oh, my God.
You ain't followed him just so he could learn the song.
All that shit is still
because you stupid.
I don't care what nobody say.
Like he be shit for and be shit in for 3 weeks, and then week 4 he win. Then a new rivalry would start, and it would be the same thing. Right? That sucked. That was a good one. The dog food was unsettling for me. It definitely pissed me off. That pissed me off so fucking bad.
Even
I did not like it.
Got his get back, it was still crazy.
I didn't like it. It looked like Roman was covered in shit, and I didn't like it. And I know he felt disrespected. And he said it was stinking. Like real talk.
I bet it
and
was.
the Usos said it was stinking too. And it was just Roman getting piled on like that. It was bad. I couldn't look at the dog food. What is that?
Somebody letting off fireworks for what?
It ain't even July yet. It's middle of June.
Still in June.
The words were the best part from Wrestle Shade. I still call Cody Homelander because he did nothing nefarious and felonious yet. So he can't be Homelander yet. But he sure was acting like him when he was in. That's why I had to get his ass together. Like Vince loved that storyline. He used it on Kofi, Daniel, Dolph, Roman. Yes. And you know what I thought? That storyline between Dolph and Miz could have been so much better if they didn't make Dolph have to fight this uphill battle to fight Miz. Yeah. It was just drawn out way too much. Had they had made it so like that last fight was a struggle and they had so much piled up on him, they'd stretch that shit out for like over a month and a half. Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. And I wish they wouldn't have done that because they didn't even give Dolph enough time to be IC champion before he lost it again. No. It wasn't worth the payoff, if that makes sense. Yep. It wasn't worth it. Sasha High-Key got the best theme song out of the 4 Horsewomen. I actually like Becky's theme song. And I liked her steampunk theme song when she used to come out to it in the beginning. But I can agree with that. They getting ready for Juneteenth. Oh shit, Juneteenth is next week, ain't it?
Next Monday.
Fuck. I forgot about that.
Big weekend for us.
Yeah, but we don't get paid till after Juneteenth. I can't even take advantage of the motherfucking deals.
No, we don't get paid till Wednesday.
These hoes. And I don't even be trying to buy nothing from nobody major. I be trying to get the black businesses that be having shit on sale.
Yeah.
From 2018 to 2019, I still called McIntyre Vampire of you and Ziggler. Because of you and Ziggler, a fake ass or bootleg HBK. I forgot that I called Drew McIntyre Vampire Brooklyn.
He did look like the vampire in Brooklyn with that fucking jacket. When he came back and he was Dolph's little crony.
Oh
I
god!
was still confused about that whole situation. Like, shit, that should be the other way around.
Yeah. Oh, but he whooped Dolph's ass when they broke up. Oh, Drew McIntyre beat the brakes off of Dolph Ziggler. Child, I forgot that I called him Red Vampire.
Yes, you did.
I forgot all about that. Woo! Good times. Good
Not
times.
good times.
Now I finally saw Homelander and I almost fell out. Cody did look like Homelander, especially with that jacket. And then what made me mad was me and Nicole. Nicole was calling him Homelander on Twitter. And the shit caught on and he talked about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, bullshit. Y'all know damn well. Trash. Or if they had just let Dolph win, I mean, it was just so fucking long. It was 3 months. They had that match for 3 months. They was in the feud for 3 months, Jared.
I don't even know what the fuck the part about it was. I don't remember the feud between Dolph and Miz. I don't remember.
I do. I remember the feud between them. Like the one time Miz ate Daniel up on Talking Smack,
That was
child.
when the Miz had the IC title.
And that was not.
And he was mad because they wouldn't put the belt on TV.
Yeah,
as he
and
should have
that
been.
was a frustration that he himself said he had to go back and apologize to Daniel because he was not mad at Daniel. He was upset with the WWE.
Yeah,
But he didn't
on
know.
TV.
He was like, I just got frustrated and it came out in the promo. But he wasn't intentionally trying to be mean
No.
to Daniel. He
He
said
it had Daniel reacted and punch him in the face.
he wouldn't have been mad
He
about
wouldn't have been
it
mad
because
about
he said he would have earned it.
Yeah.
But like Miz was just frustrated. I firmly believe that Mike Mizanin is very misunderstood. And at his core, he's a really nice guy, but most people just misunderstand him. Dolph was champ for like a week or two, right? And then they gone. Like who got it after him? I don't even fucking remember. Had a dream, my edges faded. Woke up, my brain was outdated. It was outdated.
It was outdated.
I'm gonna have to go back on Instagram and find that video, and I'm gonna post it over here so everybody can see it. My mom calls Brock Lesnar the pit bull and Bobby Lashley a Ninja Turtle. You know what? That checks. That checks, Kayla. I ain't even gonna lie. Char had the biggest downgrade. I disagree. I like her new theme. It's got a little rock to it. Then when it come on and say, "All hail the queen," that shit is hard as fuck. I'm like, bitch. Yes, mother. Yes. I like Charlotte's theme. It's nice. It's a slight remix of her previous theme, and I appreciate that.
It's not so heavy with her father's music.
Yeah. Thank you, AJ, for not making me feel like I'm crazy, even though I am crazy. Well, Becky has not had a song change, so she don't count. Well, he said she was the goal. You can still hear his theme elements in her current, or at least it felt like 3 months. It was def long though. It was long. It was longer than it needed to be. Not because Daniel was a bitch for that, because Daniel was poking. Miz won it back after. Oh, it was Miz who got it back. But I like it though. It's better than her old one. I feel like I'm fucked up for saying, but my mom also calls Nia Jax the dump truck. Check the truck, check the truck. Don't look under that hood. I'm gonna watch that today when I get ready to go to sleep. God don't know why it's gonna rain. You must believe that the rain came. Jesus told Nazareth from the grave. That same power still saves the day. Go down roses to Egypt land. Free my people with God's mighty hand. March in Zion one by one. Any whoosies. She said her mother calls Nia Jax a dump truck and Tamina Optimus Prime. Why she called Tamina Optimus Prime?
Anybody's Optimus if it was nice.
Why you say that?
Well, at the time, Nia was bigger.
You mean physically, because Optimus was bigger than all of the other ones. I don't think that's why she called her Optimus Prime. I need to understand why she called Tamina Optimus Prime, Caleb. What do that mean, baby? Because I don't get it. I'm lost. Tamina voice ain't deep enough for her to be Optimus Prime, and she don't transform either because she old. Because Optimus Prime was older than all the other Transformers. So between him and what's the other one's name? Megatron. I gotta go to my nerddom so I can make sure I get it right. Speaking of turning tables, Charlotte had to force her heel turn because they wanted her to be a face. Well, turn tables. That song, that Adele song is so cute. I love that song. I haven't listened to Adele's 19 album in a while. And I haven't listened to 21 in a while. I'm going to have to pull them up. I need to get them on vinyl. Tamina is the SKQ Super Kick Queen. Well, so are her cousins. She ain't too far behind. But actually, they ahead of her because they super kick all day, every day. I love my distinguished twins, but goddamn. I didn't say it, my mama said, so do not come from my motherfucking neck. Okay, first of all, calm down. I just wanted to know why your moms called Tamina Optimus Prime. Because I don't understand how they correlated. I don't understand. That's all. Relax. Breathe. Unless she happens to show up every day of work where she can, that's all I can think of. They call me Megatron. Tamina be there every day. He said, no, they don't. I was quoting Nikki Donnie. What song would y'all pick to be y'all WWE theme song? Icy Brazy said his is Red Ruby the Sleeves. Nikki never said that. Well, Nicki Minaj did. I think he forgot to put the C where the K was. She has a song called Megatron. She definitely does. I'll find out when I call my mom later and let you know. Okay. No problem. Yeah, she did. She has a song called Megatron. He's saying the name you chose made it look wrong. So if you change the K to the C, then yeah, she did say it. But the other Nikki that spells her name with two K's, she ain't say that. That's what he said. I forget she ain't got double K. uh, who died? Now he telling me like I don't know who the fuck Nikki is, sir. They call me Megatron. Y'all still ain't answer Icy Brazy question. Icy
Oh,
said,
satin. Yeah, look at this shit. They're satin.
I like these. Oh, I think you look so cute.
It's hard as hell to get to acquire those.
How much are these?
They probably gonna be like either 190, probably 180 or 190. It's just that
Satin bread ones.
everybody's gonna be clamoring for them.
These are fire though, Jerry.
They are.
Oh, I think you would look so cute. They only 180. That's not bad.
That's how much the ones normally cost. They cost 180. It's just actually
October 18th.
Oh, okay. Got time.
Put the money to the side. That way you can pay for it outright.
Yeah.
You want to get them?
Try to.
Yes. It gonna look sexy. Hold up. Make it look sexy. I'ma take it by my element. Nah, take it by my element. Y'all ain't pick y'all song. Icy said, what song would y'all pick to be y'all WWE theme? He is picking Red Ruby the Sleaze. Nobody died literally, but Rico just did figuratively. Okay. My songs are between Kendrick Lamar, Element. I was just singing that. Or King Kunta. Oh, King Kunta, a good one. I like that one. King Kunta's a good one. I don't know which song. Pour Some Sugar or Pose instrumental. Period, B. Jeffers. Going out there and serving. I forgot option 3. What song, if I was a wrestler and I wanted a theme and I could pick a mainstream song, which song would I come out to? I probably would come out to some old, like the Rough Riders anthem. If I was being petty, I would come out to the Rough Riders anthem, or I would come out to DMX. What is the name of that song?
What's my name?
What's My Name is a good one, but that's not the one I was thinking of.
What do you think that's gonna give it to you?
I could come out to that too, but that wasn't the one I was thinking of. Why? The themes you picking for me is real hard. Why?
Because y'all let that nigga know.
They real hard, yeah. I mean, they like.
The rock come out the curtain. Don't start. Come out with go, bitch, please. Like they did on Rick and Morty.
Right.
When Rick and them got cocky with Rick and
That's.
Summer was cocky. It was beating the shit out of people.
If I wanted to be hype, I'd probably come out to Party Up. Because I like the way that start off. That shit just hit. But I would probably come out to What's My Name. If I was a heel, I don't know. I would find something dark and brooding, but not too bad. I probably would do some shit like pick a rap group that I don't necessarily correlate with, but I can resonate with on some heel shit. You know what I'm saying? Something that's a little do dirty.
Right.
I had to think. This motherfucker say he coming out the Photograph by Nickelback.
Hell no.
Go to hell. Go to hell. No. That is not an acceptable answer. Come out walking out. All you hear is, look at this photograph.
You know what?
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
When he said Photograph, I thought about old boy on Impact to be making songs about motherfuckers when he be in the robberies with him.
You were edges, bitch. Joe Henry is his name.
I don't give a fuck when nobody say that shit about him making fun of Zack Ryder.
Trying to, but no, the good one was when
Dago.
He went after Van Dago and he said Van Dago tried to fuck Summer and Nikki and he didn't. And neither one. No, it was Summer and Eva, and neither one of them gave him any play. That shit was funny.
He tried to get laid on Total Divas.
My theme song would be Billie Eilish by Armani White or Gooba by 6ix9ine. Ooh. I kind of like Gooba. I don't like 6ix9ine, but some of his shit be catchy as fuck. Oh, y'all, I had this bomb idea if WWE invested money into me like they did John Cena. Oh, I like that, Kayla. Where the hood at? All the songs Jared picked is like the kind of shit you would play to get the club, like to get people elbowing and shit. Like I probably come on there with some Bone Crusher. So I'm outside of the club and you think I'm a punk. I would. I ain't never scared. Yeah. It's gonna be Bone Crusher. Yeah. I need that. That shit get you hyped. But 9PG, I don't fuck with you by Big Sean. You know what, Kayla? That ain't bad for some heel shit. That ain't bad at all. My real one would be Quiz by Cupcake or Rage by Rico Nasty. Rico Nasty got the kind of song that a wrestler should come out to. She be mad as fuck. I have black leather base fit like Booker T and Harlem Heat with a long jacket to match. So black leather with flame designs. And I have Missy Elliott come out singing Hot Boys. Stop. Humble by Kendrick or Daisy by Ash Nico or Dusty's by Maya the Don. I actually know who Maya the Don is. I think Don told me about her. So the lights go out. Ape shit, Migos version. And you hear, this is for my ghetto motherfuckers. Hot boys. Then they start singing and Don come walking out like, bitch, yes. What's your name? Cause I'm impressed. Could you treat me good? I won't sell it for less. You a hot boy. I mean, it's cute.
Every time I hear that damn song, I think about my damn uncle. When I tell you he was upset because he bought the Missy album for Hot Boys because he liked the song.
It wasn't on the album though.
No, it was on the album. Hot Boys was on Missy's first album.
Was it the studio version or was it the version that had Lil Mo on it?
No, the original. He had the first album, the original, where he liked that song. But when he bought it, my uncle don't like listening to music with profanity in it. So he was
why didn't he buy the clean version?
I said, first of all, why would you buy the album for this song? You do realize you could have bought the single, right? And the single has the radio edit version on the song.
He could have bought the edited version of that album. They sold both of them.
I'm like, you got a 6-disc CD changer in your truck.
That's stupid. Whenever Assy asks questions, my brain goes blank a little while. Okay. I'm still mad the Gun Brothers came out to Bitty Bit by 50 Cent. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. They licensed that song for them to come out and it was kind of fire though. Many men wish death upon me.
Only time
Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And niggas trying to take my life away. I used to love that album.
Right.
I bumped that shit from start to finish. I used to love that song, Wankster.
one of the NFL players came out to that song.
Ooh.
It was a running back for the Washington Commanders. He actually got shot.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he got shot. Somebody trying to steal his car. He got shot. He ended up missing the entire preseason, the first 4 weeks of the regular season. Actually came back full bill of health and was actually to participate. So when he actually came back for his first game, they played mini men when he came out on the field. When I tell you the crowd went nuts.
As they fucking should. Or She Knows by Neo and Chambea by Bad Bunny as a babyface. The others were as a heel or anti-hero. I like Bad Bunny's Chambea, and I like Bad Bunny has another song that I like, and I don't remember the name of it. I probably wouldn't come out to Chambea because if you go to Puerto Rico playing that song, they gonna sing the song out the damn rap. Did you hear them? They knew the lyrics.
That was by far that was
one of the best pay-per-views. I still say Clash of the Castle was better. That's no shade, but
that was some beautiful and the craziest shit I've ever seen in my
it
entire
was
life.
so fire.
The crowd was already amazed throughout the entire pay-per-view.
Lit.
When he come out, they lost their fucking minds.
I've never seen anything like that before. Never.
You would be watching if you were just hearing it. You wouldn't think it was only 17,000 people in the goddamn.
That
arena.
shit was rocking. All the hood motherfuckers was snap. I already know. You ignorant. What song would y'all pick, Face and Heel? My face is Moment for Life. And What's My Name by Riri. And my heel would be Roman's Revenge or Pop Smoke. Welcome to Party featuring Nicki. You got a lot of Nicki in there.
I'm petty.
You gotta diversify.
Most obscure shit you never would think of.
You gotta diversify that. Nicki can't be the only person that you listen to. That shit slapped, but I'm mad because I've been talking about this for a whole year. Yeah, Don, it seemed like they heard. Well, I'm Puerto Rican, so it'll be perfect for you.
Here's Make My Way Downtown. Talk about that.
My third song was by Nas. That used to be my shit. When he come on, die, motherfucker, die. Jealous ass motherfuckers. Don't hate me. Hate the money I see. Oh, I want to go back so bad. Oh.
Yeah, was that song called Undisputed? I don't think it was Undisputed. Hold on. Because Busta did the hook.
I probably would come out to Ether if I was on some ignorant shit. Like on some real nefarious shit. I would come out to Ether by Nas. That used to be one of my favorite mainstream diss tracks. Or I'd probably come out to Hail Mary. Because I'm petty. I definitely do with Hail Mary by Tupac. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is the greatest. Oh, I got some songs I gotta listen to. Oh, my sister coming home this week. I might not be able to put my rap music on because of the songs.
Victory.
By who?
Biggie, Puff, and Busta Rhymes. Busta did the chorus. I only want the chorus.
If I to pick a Busta song to come out to, it'd probably be Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See or Give Me Some More, because I just like the way they sound. And Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See got a certain beat. And when you come out to that, like, you can't help but dance to that.
I listened to a song today by some female artist. She sampled Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See.
What's the artist's name?
Hold on. I added it home to my library because that's what I want to mention to you, but I forgot.
What's her name? Honey Baby? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I shall return. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire. If I say I hate you, I mean it. If I say I love you, I mean it. If I say I hate you, I mean it. If I say I love you, I mean it.
If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside, front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
This is cute. Darn, when you get a chance, you need to go look up a girl named Honey Baby. Her name Baby is spelled BXBY. Honey BXBY, and she has a song called Touchin'. This song is fire. She sampled Busta Rhymes what's it called? Yeah, she sampled Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. And when you actually hear the sample, I mean, it was well done. I'm not gonna lie. It was well done. It was very good, in the words of my little sister. Hold on, let me see if I can send it to you. Feeling in my word, hands laying on my skirt. Saying you deserve. I have to listen to SZA's album. I haven't listened to it all the way through yet. I have a bad habit of not listening to stuff all the way through. Brian yells at me a lot for that.
I still haven't listened to what's name Ari's album all the way through yet. Her new album all the way through either.
What was that? Age, Sex, and Location?
Mm-hmm.
Here it go, Don. I sent it in the DM, so you can see it on there. He said Blasphemy. It's cute. I like the song. I think it's cute. The power intro. This is what is it? The Get Rich Town?
Yeah.
I'm just here for the golden spot.
I tell you, they was hot when they took.
Ooh, when Trey Songz took over, baby.
50 was like, my bad. He's, I will put it back.
He said, I'll put it back. It was like, give us Joe, please. Thank you. Nobody asked for this fool.
Niggas didn't even watch the episode.
They was like, what the fuck? This ain't power. Maybe they should have did it on the chapter 2.
Oh, God.
You know, gave them a new thing, you know, a different thing for the second chapters and third and fourth books. You know what I'm saying? Because they was upset.
I can't look at Power the Same no more because of Luke.
Right. What the fuck is she talking about, Mo?
I didn't lie. You did.
You lied.
You tell me the dumbass nigga really old, son.
So the dumbass nigga really old. And the papa, I think you should vamonos. Now he still ain't told her that he killed him. He killed her son.
No, he ain't said shit.
She gonna kill him when she find out.
Oh my God. I'm pretty sure she gonna find out this upcoming season.
I ain't been watching it. I think it came back on already, and I ain't been watching it.
Oh my God.
Death, put your hands where my eyes can see. It was probably Coy. It was not Coy Leroy. I think Honey Baby did a good job because she didn't sample the whole song. She took that beat and they slowed it down. It's such a cute way to use it because I never would have been able to let nobody get away with that. Like, put your hands up where your eyes can see. It's an untouchable song.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was a sample.
It was a sample. It was because we saw it on the sample channel.
Yeah, on Tracklist.
Mm-hmm. Jane Fonda and them is always in some old bitch TV shows. Old bitch movies.
I'm using the upload videos to their channel, like, cause I actually like watching the breakdowns of the music and like what parts they take.
It take a lot to break them songs down.
And you like taking the notes down somewhat. You either speeding it up or you slowing it down or you like changing the octave. This shit is wild.
Or Like This by 2K Baby and Marshmello. The theme song for last year's NXT Stand and Deliver. Sweet but Psycho or Kings and Queens by Ava Max. Ooh, y'all got some good ones. I just seen a post where Amanda Nunes may be coming to WWE after her retirement from UFC.
She went out on top. She defended that belt and laid both the bitches in the ring and said she's done.
Well, if she does come, that's the reason why Endeavor has bought WWE.
And she petty as fuck. Fucking Aaron Judge. Is she petty because she was finna retire before, but she didn't want old girl to have both belts, so she came back so she couldn't get
That's fucked up.
So she couldn't get it because she retired anyway.
That's fucked up. The way me and Alina are tag teaming by my brother and he don't even know. Would y'all be here for that? I mean, I don't care. I'm okay with it. Okay, one possible face choice would be Get Into It, Yeah, by Doja Cat. I don't like that song enough to put it in there. It's a cute song, but I don't want to come out to no song. I don't want to come out to no song. I don't want to come out to that song for me to wrestle. Like, I need something that's gonna get me hyped. Like, when you hear it, you know it's game on, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, I just searched it. Okay, very good. Her and my brother are out talking in the backyard, and she came back in to make some drinks, and I was like, oh, the alcohol coming out. Snag the credit card, girl. Yeah, go ahead and snag it, because it's going to be maxed out. And my
Damn.
And my metal rock would be the War Pigs, the theme for War Games 2022, or Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. Okay, you got some bangs. Blasphemy. Y'all are sick.
If I had to pick a rock song, it'd probably be Smell Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. So I'm talking. Damn, Jared, that's a rough one. Smells Like Teen Spirit for real.
Just the instrumental.
I don't know.
If I'm a heel,
I mean, I guess the chorus only. To be honest, I'm talking about you not finishing SOS. Oh, why are you always yelling at me? Oh, I've also thought about Speakers Going Hammer by Soulja Boy. I ain't playing nothing that Soulja Boy touches. That's a demon. Not as a power fan. No, as a power fan, it definitely fell off. It fell off.
I don't even know what the original version of Speakers Going Hammer by Soulja Boy sound like. Because every time I hear that beat, I think of Pusha T. Because Pusha T rapped over it on his Fear God mixtape.
Pull it up.
I don't like Soulja Boy enough to play it.
Nicole said, I'm high at watching The Cube. Girl. When I heard it, I was like, ew, what the fuck is this? Hey, Nicole. She said, I don't understand it. Like, why does Adware have a game show? What? Oh! The TBS show, The Cube. Child.
Adware Heavy Dance.
And ASL by Ari Lennox is good. Y'all need to step your cookies up. Boy, shut up. The cube looks like that cube in the horror movie by J-Lo, by J-Ho. I don't care what nobody say. That movie, The Cell, was a good movie.
I went to the movie to go see
It
that.
was so creepy, but it was really,
It was
really
really
good.
She actually did her thing in that movie.
She did. I will give her that. It was so good. Visually, it was absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
It was such a surreal looking movie. It was ahead of its time. It really, really was. Yeah. Yeah. And then the part on the outside is that he had that lady in that damn cell, and she almost died, but they got her ass out of there though.
The whole reason why Jennifer Lopez doing what she was doing so they can find out where that girl was.
Yeah, and you know what? She has a makeup look in that movie that I've wanted to recreate for so long. I want to recreate it so bad. Back of the line if she does. Period. She said, I aspire to be that petty. I cannot. She could do well, but I heard she retired because she wants to spend time with her daughter and she has nerve damage in her legs.
Ooh.
I guess they talking about Nunez.
Oh.
I hate that song. I like Smells Like Teen Spirit. I just don't think that Gerard should come out to that song. Music is very connective to me, and I feel like when it's created and by the people that it's created, I don't know. Nirvana is a group that I don't listen to often, and I don't know. I feel uneasy sometimes listening to Kurt Cobain, and that's not no shade to him. It's just he just seemed to be so troubled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like always hurting, and it translates in his music. I saw that, but people think she won't come because apparently her and Rhonda are beefing. Or had beef. Okay. Have some bad bitch come out the streets. I don't have no problem with that. It's too bubbly for me. Hold tight, y'all. All right. What's the theme that you picked? Tell us, tell us, tell us, tell us. Oh, you want to know what it is? You want to know what it is, Jared?
What?
She says that her theme is Gun Shy by Imanos featuring Pusha T. Lena trying to help him decorate the house, and me and her have been plotting. Ugh. Who is this Alina girl? Who is that? Because I feel like I'm out of the loop here. Who is she? Who is she? Who's that? Mm-hmm. Who's that? Is he trying to fuck her? Cause yeah. Anyways, that's what she said. It was Gun Shy. featuring Pusha T. I wouldn't mind Smells Like Teen Spirit. Eh, I was like, get him drunk, flash some pouty faces and puppy dog eyes, and just be like, just give me your credit card. He got good credit, so you know the limit is high.
Damn.
Okay, you gonna fuck around and be out of your house. Watch. Not that's a demon. I'm just saying, Don, stop. I listen to all types of music. I don't discriminate. Rico, read the room. My heel thing would be Lord Knows by Meek Mill or Ali Bombay by The Game. She got a lot of hood shit.
Ali Boombaye. Thank God that a nigga seen it the other day. Hey, that shit go ignorant. Okay, the speaker right there. Just playing it on the speaker. I tell you that shit knock.
Boombaye?
I put it's on his Jesus Peace album.
I ain't listen to Jesus Peace. I ain't listen to nothing after that album 50 produced. No shade to the game because I like the game. It was just I just didn't listen to it after
Jesus Peace and
that 90s mixtape album.
No, Jesus Peace and the 1996 album was cool, but Jesus Peace and the documentary 2 and 2.5 are my favorite albums by the game.
I ain't listened to the game after the documentary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just being honest. I just haven't done it. My boss character would be like the game. She said I was talking about getting to it by Doja. Oh, I've got a few things picked out for separate characters because ideally I go with Rage, but that's Mega Hill era. For a rock song, I'd say Seven Nation Army. Girl, no. Well, she's one of my roommate's girlfriends, potential ex-girlfriend, but we don't know, and she don't know either. Ah, that's a lie. That is a lie. Hold on. I'm gonna do what Nicole said. She said that bass to that song is insane. She said play it.
It is.
I don't want them to flag me, so hold on.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
That song, I like that. I can see Nicole coming out today. That's a good pick for a theme song for you to come out to. Just like even if it's just the instrumental part, you know what I'm saying? That ain't Nicole be hitting. Okay, Rico said we like it loud by Sleeping with Sirens is gonna be my face theme. He said I love Ali Boombaye. Seven Nation Two Face. Everybody's be singing that shit like it. Be singing that shit. It's be like Seth. I Could DX What I Want by Scarlett is another one I want to use, but that's for when I won some belts. I love that song, Rico. But Alina, the one who I said was scoping me out as a potential roommate. Oh, okay. Tank had a Tiny Desk performance. I did not know that.
Yeah, he did.
Did he sing "Baby I Deserve"?
You know, I haven't watched the video yet. I'm subscribed to the YouTube channel. And
Tiny Desk.
And I seen Tank had a Tiny Desk. It was only like, I think his video was like maybe 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. I like compliments by Tank. All Tank stuff is the kind of stuff you would make a playlist to get out with.
Had a Tiny Desk, and it was kind of bittersweet watching his, because his didn't pop up until after he died.
Who?
Mac Miller.
Aww. I like Lizzo's Tiny Desk too. Hers was cute.
Usher's was funny because they got the meme.
Watch this. Watch this.
It was what messed me up was, I got a question for y'all. Where was Usher at 7 o'clock? You hear Lady Crowd. It's like in his drop top cruising the streets. He was like, "She get it."
Period. Period.
I was like, he's stupid. I looked at like, she black.
Definitely.
I got a question for y'all. Where was Usher at 7 o'clock? And then everybody was looking, and he kind of like, y'all can ask questions. She was like, in his drop top cruising the streets.
Don said that was legit his last performance. Oh, I'm sorry.
Because he actually did one of my favorite songs off that album for that Tiny Desk too.
What song was that?
Oh God, what song is it? Hold on, I gotta put it
Jasmine had the best in my opinion. I think everybody's Tiny Desk sets are cute. How about Damn Time or Feel Good as Hell by Lizzo? I would not use About Damn Time because I feel like it was overused. I probably would use Tempo. I probably use Tempo by her and Missy. She got some older stuff that I like that I feel like would be fire, but I probably would use Tempo. See, Don feel me. Counting Up by Rico Nasty would be dope too. Why being great till we gotta be great? I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch, even when I'm going crazy. Yeah, I got boy problems. That's the human in me. What's the use? I haven't been able to bring myself to watch his tiny desk. He said, "What's the song called? What's the use?"
I'm trying to.
Juvenile. Oh shit. Mac Miller was his favorite rapper, so that it kind of sting a little bit.
Who?
Donnie.
Mm.
So he haven't watched it. Slow songs they for skinny hoes can't move. Okay, I'm not doing that. He said, and I'm not gonna say it again. You probably are. You probably are gonna say it again, sir. But yeah. We are working in on the third hour of this here show. So we need to move into current events because since I haven't been able to do my podcast, Because the way slow motion would hit on Tiny Desk. Well, I mean, yeah, I see. Watch your mouth. No, because you gonna say it again. We all know. Are you gonna do a podcast episode on this Sukihana drama with YK Osiris and DJ A1? Yes, I am, but it's gonna take me a minute to talk about it. I don't like what's happening here. I feel like people feel like they have agency over Sukihana because she's so sexually free and liberated. They feel like they can just do whatever they want to do with her and she'll be fine with it. But just because she will talk,
It was 2009.
that's the name of the song.
Mm-hmm.
Don, he said the song is 2009 by Mac Miller. Did you give him the gummies?
Yeah, I gave him two.
Can you make him get in the shower? His mom is, she ain't out the bathroom yet. Anyway, he said, "Oh, I love that song." Okay, so if you don't know what's going on with Sukihana, YK Osiris, and DJ A1, the simplest explanation is that I don't even remember where Sukihana was. I didn't even click on it. I just saw it and I was just like, that is not something I want to watch or look at. But yeah. Um yeah, see, I didn't even save it. I did not even put it in my notes. But I'm gonna find it. It's on the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk. Oh, it was weird. I'll say that. So let's start off with DJ A1 because that's the first one I'm looking at right now. Um, so what happened was Sukihana was on Candy's YouTube channel, it looks like. And according to the Shade Room, it says Sukihana is currently trending folks to this and as folks discuss YK Osiris attempt to kiss her. Clips from Suki's appearance on Candy Burris' Candy Coated Live have surfaced amid the conversation. Suki appeared on the podcast, which is dedicated to speaking on sex and relationships, back in February. At one point in the conversation between her and co-host DJ A1, Candy referred to A1's approach as aggressive. Suki then expressed that while she enjoys intimate advances, she wasn't completely comfortable with the conversation in the moment. After A1 stated she likes that shit, Suki replies, "No, I don't. I mean, during sex, maybe, but not right now." Um, One seemed like a press conference and the other one was a podcast. Yeah, so the situation with A1 was with Candy on Candy Coated Nights, and Sukihana was a guest on the podcast. The situation with YK Osiris is different. They seem to be at a live event, and he grabbed her face and was trying to kiss her, which is fucking weird if we're being honest. Um, Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Boosie got arrested. Oh my god. Sukiana deactivated her Twitter and everything. So okay. So to make it fair, according to the Shade Room, it says the little Duval was up there with her, and he was putting his hands on her shoulders, and then this is something called the Crew League that they was doing. He puts his hands on her shoulders, and he tries to kiss her on the mouth, but she moved away. It was just weird. I don't like it.
Who trying to kiss who on the mouth?
YK Osiris kept trying to kiss Sukiana on the mouth, and she was moving away. And what I don't like is none of the men up there that were sitting with her did anything to protect her. Like, she clearly didn't want to kiss him.
Right.
And it looked like some type of basketball thing that they was at. And she clearly didn't want to kiss him. And he kept trying to kiss her.
Right.
After he kissed her on the cheek, he had his hands on her shoulders, which she was uneasy at the fact that he was touching her, period. And this just don't feel right. So to be clear, if you don't know who Sukiana is, Sukiana does her what she call music.
Yeah, her music.
I mean, she does what she calls music. It's gone viral a couple of times. She's done videos, with several people or whatever the case may be. Live your best life. I'm not shitting on it because whatever you do, it makes you money, and people love Sukiana. I like Sukiana because she unapologetically herself.
Right.
I'm not really a big fan of her music, but I think Sukiana's funny, and I think that underneath all of that bravado that she pulls up, that there is a little girl that wants to be protected, and I don't think that she is. And right now, it's very clear that she isn't. You know what's strange to me? I don't think YK Osiris would ever walk up to Kim Kardashian and just put his hands on her shoulders and try to kiss her in the mouth like that. And anybody has seen everything Kim Kardashian has to offer. We've seen her from the rooter to the tutor. We've seen it, but you do not treat her like that, and that's the problem I have. If I don't care what Sukiana is talking about, I don't care what she raps about, I don't care what she says or does, she's still a woman and she's still a human being. You should have more respect for her than that, and you don't. And that's the scary part, because this woman could be in a state of panic and be in trouble, and it looks to me like nobody would save her. You feel me?
That's crazy.
She put on Twitter 9 hours ago. She says, "I am hurt and I am scared to stand up for myself." She said, "I drink to hide that I'm very sensitive. I feel things more than the average person. I stopped drinking yesterday, but today I've been crying all day. I asked God to strengthen me to help others, and in order to order my steps in His Word. I just want to go away for a while." This poor child. She just basically deleted her Twitter. Her Twitter is no longer active. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I need y'all to understand that oftentimes when and this is not a shade to people who are sexually liberated or are really, you know, very much okay with having those types of conversations, because we know Candy does it all the time. But when you're not safe, like that girl is never going to be safe. She's never going to feel safe because men don't understand boundaries. Even if I'm talking about penis and having relations all the time, it doesn't mean that you have agency to do this. What YK Osiris did is sexual assault. It is harassment, and it is on tape. And what really burns me is that there were 3 grown men sitting there, and nobody said, "Hey, man, she don't want to kiss you. Like, back off."
Right.
Nobody said anything. Everybody just sat there and was just laughing like it was funny. It didn't look funny, and she looked genuinely scared because she wasn't safe. She's not safe, and she's never gonna be safe. It's so strange to me that men can have these types of conversations and they don't have to worry about not being safe. They don't have to worry about that, right? Like, y'all can sit up and talk about anything y'all want to and don't have to worry about possibly being assaulted when you walk out the room, because you have the strength to be able to fight back, unless it's multiple dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that really hurts, and I feel bad for Sukiyana. I really do, because underneath all of that bravado, like I said, is a very scared little girl who just wants to be protected, and she deserved better than that. She shouldn't be treated like that. Then she go on Candy's podcast, and here's the thing: I told y'all a long time ago that Candy ain't shit. But let me tell you something. We was in the group chat talking about it, and I was like, every now and then, unless I might ask for a good piece pick, you know. I ask because I actually don't mind looking at it. But if I don't ask, don't send me nothing unsolicited. You know what I'm saying? This woman was sitting next to this bed and they was having a conversation about size, and he just pulls up his on his phone and shows it to her.
Damn, you just got dick pics saying in your phone?
And Candy, from what I saw, all Candy said was that was aggressive. I was like, is that all you? That's all you got to say? Hold on.
Well, I feel like honestly, 5 inches is huge. 5 inches, yeah, that's big. Oh, okay. That's stupid. I love that space. I know my mom used to say she'd rather be tickled than be stabbed. Cause I no seriously, cause you know some.
She just can't. Candy just sitting there and she don't think nothing is wrong with that. All you can say is that was aggressive. Like, you think so? Like, has he ever done that to you? Now let's put it into perspective. Candy's been having these types of conversations since before she got married to Todd. She was in a relationship with Todd. She's married, but he ain't never attempted to show Candy his penis. So what's good? What's the difference? Because she married? Oh, you respect her. I see. Okay. He did state an apology about an hour ago. I mean, at this point, damage is done, babe. You know? At this point, the damage is done. Done you good? All right, y'all. Don said, "Yep, that's all that was said." That's not cool. She was giggling and kikiing too. That's you mad disrespectful, bro. Like you didn't have to show that girl your penis. Like nobody asked you for that. Like you should have kept that in your pants. I saw the new Spider-Man movie. I went to go see that movie Sunday with AJ for my wedding anniversary. It was a good movie. It was a nice little morning date. Me and AJ gonna keep it up. We're gonna go in a couple weeks to go see something else. We're gonna go see Transformers.
Okay.
Okay. Because we got there right when the place opened. We was first people.
One of the first people walking the door.
Hell yeah.
We was the first people in our movie.
All we had to do was scan our shit on my phone to go in there. We ain't had to buy our tickets at the box office. But anyway, I feel bad for Sukihana. I will go into depth when it comes to this whole Sukihana situation, YK Osiris and DJ A1, and just society as a whole. I will go into depth of all of that on the podcast next week. I will have it ready next week. There's some other things that had happened that we're going to mention before we get to the SBC chat. Now, they've been saying, yeah, you do. Now, the word on the curb is that Tyler Perry is almost finishing talks to buy BET. He has essentially revived BET as a whole with his TV shows and everything that he has been able to put out in BET with Sisters, The Oval. What's the other one that they like to watch? The one about the cult.
Oh, that's Ruthless.
Ruthless. They have a show on there called 20 somethings, I think it is, but I don't think Tyler Perry do that one. There's a bunch of shows that have been running on BET that have been very successful. The spinoff from Sisters was Zatima and Zach is on BET Plus. Those shows, Ruthless and Zatima is the show. Zatima is the name of the show. So the show Zatima and Ruthless have both essentially kept BET Plus going, along with all of Tyler Perry's complete catalog with his plays and movies all being up there. Some of the other stuff that's up there, which is American Gangster Queen pins. That's a real good show on BET Plus. There's a bunch of other stuff on BET Plus. I think that they have Martin's catalog on BET Plus. There's a couple other things on BET Plus, but you can watch a bunch of shit on BET Plus. But a lot of stuff that's been keeping it going has been Tyler Perry's catalog that has been keeping BET rolling for the last, especially BET Plus. They've seen an upchuck of 500+% in subscribers and sales on BET Plus, and that's fucking insane. So the content that Tyler Perry is creating for the channel of BET Plus is very, very good. We love that. I am spitting. All right. So Tyler Perry seems to be running the show. At least he's one of the go-to people for the streaming service and, of course, for the main television show. If Tyler Perry does get BET Plus, which it's looking like he has it, Keke Palmer sent him out a congratulations today and ran it down about how she's been admiring him since she was 11. She appreciated what he did for her when she starred in the movie with him and several other people for Medea's family reunion, because Keke was the troubled kid in that particular movie. But if Tyler Perry gets control of BET, that means that BET is now being headed with black hands once again. But he has some people that want to get their hands on BET as well. 50 Cent has expressed interest in owning BET, or at least a substantial stock of it, as has Byron Allen. Now, if you don't know who Byron Allen is, let me tell you, he is quietly one of the richest black people in the world, okay? let me tell y'all. Byron Allen is an American comedian and television producer. Okay. His net worth is $800 million. He is the founder of the U.S. media company Entertainment Studios. He has produced and just amassed a massive amount of wealth, but he was very smart and strategic about his money. And I believe Byron Allen owns the Weather Channel. I believe he does. Let me check. Woo! Byron Allen sued Comcast in 2020. Well, the lawsuit wrapped up in 2020 and it was a 5-year campaign. So in 2015, he filed a lawsuit against Comcast for $10 billion for racism. And in February, he withdrew the lawsuit because they settled out of court. The settlement achieved the carriage agreements for 3 of his cable channels. So Byron Allen owns 3 fucking cable channels, 3 of them. And Comcast agreed to carry his 3 cable channels. One of them is that comedy channel that Daddy used to watch all the time, where he had his little comedy TV show. Yeah. And that was one of them. It's one of those channels. I can't think of the name of it, but he did buy the Weather Channel. So it's called Comedy TV. Byron owns 6 television networks: Pets TV, Comedy TV, Recipe TV, Car TV, and STV. So basically, all of his TV stuff is on the digital. You know what I'm talking about? The one people who do not have cable, but they have to have that digital box. Yep. All of his networks are there. He makes a lot of money off of that shit. Annually, he brings in $100 million from those 6 networks. All right. Now, he also acquired the Weather Channel back in 2018. Okay. But he doesn't own the Weather Channel. He doesn't own weather.com or any of its apps that we have. So any of the apps that come standard with Android or anything you can download on the App Store for Android or for the iOS for Apple, he doesn't own that. He specifically owns the Weather Channel. He bought it for $300 million. Okay. Now, in 2020, it says it was announced that AMG was acquiring an ABC affiliate in Honolulu for $30 million. The Hawaiian-based affiliate covers all of the main islands and is also a portfolio that includes MeTV, Start TV, Heroes and Icons, and Washington, D.C.-based news network. Earlier in the year, he closed the deal that was worth more than $300 million. Also in 2020, ooh, those are cute. I like those. Also in 2020, Allen partnered with Sinclair Broadcasting Group to acquire no fewer than 21 regional sports networks from Walt Disney. This deal is worth $10.6 billion. Babe. Other deals during this period include the purchase of Bayou City Broadcasting, which owns 4 stations in places like Louisiana and Indiana. This deal is worth $165 million. One company that seems to be holding out is Tegna. Fuck. Big broadcaster that has rejected Allen's offer of $8.5 billion for an all-cash deal. In 2020, Byron announced that he had invested $500 million in network affiliates over the past year or so. Allen also stated that he plans to spend about $10 billion in total over the next few years in a bid to invest heavily in acquisitions and become the nation's biggest broadcaster. Allen was a part of a group who made a bid to buy the Denver Broncos of the National Football League in February, but was outbid by S. Robson Walton Group. And in 2022, Byron's company acquired the Black News Television Network out of bankruptcy for $11 million. He also owns real estate. He's got an oceanfront in Miami, in Maui, that's worth $22.8 million. He has he owns a house. I can't hear. He owns a house in the neighborhood of Kihei. I think that's how you say it. It's a 3/4 acre plot of land with 130 feet of beachfront land. It's fucking crazy. He also constructed a residence that has 7,300 square feet of living space and 5 bedrooms. He's got a $20 million Beverly Hills mansion. He has a $26.75 million 3,000 square foot apartment in 220 Central Park South in New York City. He also splurged on real estate in 2020 for a $27 million mansion in Aspen, Colorado. Goodness me. Just spending money. Goodness. He paid $100 million for a 3.6 acre clifftop mansion in Malibu. This kind of money you'll never see in a lifetime.
No.
That man is beyond rich.
Generational wealth.
Okay, so Byron Allen wants to buy BET, as well as 50 Cent has expressed interest in BET. I would imagine the people who are over BET, which is Viacom, are going to shop by BET around. But it looks like Tyler Perry is the front runner right now. So if we're looking at Tyler Perry's net worth compared to Byron Allen's net worth, according to the Infernets, Tyler Perry has a net worth of $1 billion. He is officially a billionaire. I didn't even fucking know that. Okay. Tyler Perry is worth $1 billion fucking dollars. What do you do with that kind of money? All right, 50 is the last one. So 50 Cent's net worth. So 50 is significantly less, but he's still a millionaire. 50 Cent is worth $40 million. But I would imagine if he has enough investors, he could still, put up enough money to buy BET and make that money back and also pay off his investors, which is how a lot of people work. Like 50 could take out a loan to buy BET if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? She said, I won't take any, but I'll watch it be counted. Shit. I want the money. Give me the fucking money. I don't even want $1 billion. I don't want them kind of problems. I legitimately just want enough money to be able to be stable.
Give me $100 million.
Just give me enough so that when I get up, all of my bills are paid automatically.
I don't even want $100 million. Just give me 20.
I just want my bills to be paid automatically. I want to reinvest some of that money so that it's in an investment account and I only live off the interest.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of money I want.
A high interest account.
Right. And all I have to do is just get up one day and be like, Jerry, don't you want to go fly to Texas right quick? Jerry be like, yeah. Yeah, I can feel some Tex-Mex today. Period. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want. I just want to be stable. I do not want anything crazy. He said, just give me $600K and we good. Shit.
I got bills, baby. I'm gonna need give me either 10 or 20 mil. Because I can take half of that and throw it in the account. Like you said, off the interest.
We just live off the
Live off the damn
interest.
interest.
Like, we just live off the interest. We do not touch that money. We literally live off the interest.
Live off the interest. You gotta pay taxes on it, so pull it, pay the taxes.
Pay that shit up front.
Right.
And then put it in one of them interest-bearing accounts and just live off the interest. I think that's fair. Girl, you don't want to come to Texas. I can visit. I'm not trying to live in fucking Texas. $600K ain't shit, okay? But if you could put it in one of them accounts where you can live off the interest, it just might be. Because it will generate interest with it just being in the account.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I would take half of that and put that in the account, and the rest of it I would use to get myself together. I wouldn't buy no house. I'd buy a condo, you know, buy somewhere I can live how I want.
Yeah.
It's my, I'd buy the whole building and then rent out the other spaces. That's the kind of shit I want to be on. Like, if I'm going to have that kind of coin, then I would probably buy one of them condos downtown and I would lower the rent. I'm not charging you $1,500 to stay in them condos down there. I'll start charging you at $600, and then your rent might go up over time. Oh shit. Right. I ain't say I was gonna stay. Don't worry, y'all. My podcast will be coming back. Don't worry, Icy Brazy. I will get the podcast up and going. But these last 3 weeks have been hell. I haven't been able to record because I'm dealing with a 13-year-old monster in my home. And his little ass don't want to listen. He keep trying to do what the fuck he want to do. Okay? He said, shit, you don't want to come here to visit. Ain't nothing here. I don't know about that. I used to say that about Cleveland too. And it's a lot of things here in Cleveland that people can come and see. I think Texas have its qualities, while the people are what make Texas bad, not the state. But y'all got a good food scene in Texas. Y'all got a nice club scene there from what I've seen on Instagram. Y'all got some pretty cool shit there. And I think a lot of people could have fun in Texas. You could have a good, grand old time.
Being down, well,
Dry was living down there for a little while because he was in the military.
Yeah. We had went to the Alamo when we was down there.
Remember the Alamo, babe.
I'm like, a dude, the tour guide of something about the Alamo was saying shit, and the guy that was in my flight, Hankton, his little sister was like, "That ain't right." I said, "What you mean that ain't right?" She was like, "This is actually what happened." She was explaining shit better than the tour guide was. I'm like, I'm gonna just chill back here and just listen to you.
Well, of course they're not gonna tell the real story about the Alamo. Don said it ain't nothing there for you because you still a child. Well, I mean, he got a point, but you could take advantage of y'all food scene. It's more than just Tex-Mex there. Y'all got a whole bunch of shit going on there. People making really innovative food. I highly recommend you start following some accounts that cater specifically to the Houston area when it comes to food, or in your area. Every area has a food scene that Instagram has taken over and started taking pictures of. I follow this one girl on my account that talks about Cleveland food, and me and AJ finna do a whole crawl one day. But that girl's voice irritates the hell out of me, but she damn sure be picking some nice little spots to find in Cleveland. You feel me? So I was like, me and AJ gonna go get some of them Korean dolls because I've been trying to get them since last year, and I ain't had one. I ain't did it since last year. We're gonna get some of them the mochi donuts that she showed us. I still want to go and get some of them donuts from my place. I ain't been to my place in like 2 years, Jared. My bacon donuts.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ones I had in the freezer, y'all threw out, right?
Had to.
It was freezer burnt. Said better than here because all these niggas here be lying. Ugh. Are you still able to do One Gotta Go? I will do One Gotta Go Friday. Because, I mean, we're just going to be talking about Roman and the bloodline anyway. We got kind of sidetracked with the music and stuff and wrestling, but it was a good conversation. So I will do One Gotta Go for show on Friday. I'll make sure I put it in my pictures so I'll see everything. What's wrong with you? What you messing with?
No, I was connecting my, what's the name back?
Did y'all drink all the smoothie downstairs?
Bobby got the last episode before it.
Well, true, Don, but still, y'all state fair is like 5 miles long. I just want to see half a mile. Speaking of military, it was a bad decision for me to date someone who lives on military base. What are you, like 17? How you figure that? All right, we're going to do 6 brown chicks while I wait on Hiram's answer to that question because it sounds weird to me. Unless they in the military themselves, I don't see how that was a bad decision. Um, I know. I just read that off. Um, at first I felt bad because you did pay on time, but I don't anymore because he left his wife for you, and you still pay him like a dumbass, and he still left you. Are you talking about the question? I haven't even read it yet, Kayla. All right, let's do the six brown chicks. Question number one. On Memorial Day, my boyfriend of 6.5 years came home with boxes and garbage bags to spring clean our house. Too much clutter everywhere, he said. Weird. Then he said, let's paint the walls white and sell it. I went to a friend's barbecue and told him I'd think about it. I came home to an empty house. He texted me that the house was foreclosed. I had 24 hours to move, and that he's staying with a female coworker. He was in charge of the bills. I gave him the mortgage payment every month. He used my money to set up his new life. What am I supposed to do now? He left his wife for me, and he was my everything for so long. Advice. Uh okay, going back to Hiram. Well, because it was hard to visit him and things couldn't work out. Um, I don't really think that you dating somebody on a military base was a mistake. The person was the mistake. The person on the military base was not the issue. It was just him. If he wanted to see you, he would have made a way to see you. If y'all can't see each other, you can get a visitor's pass. That's why they have visitor's passes on base. You can go to the front office and get a visitor's pass to see him. But you don't need to go to his house if he live on base. Y'all could be cool. I mean, you already know there's restrictions. You just have to accept those restrictions and move forward. As far as I'm concerned, um, that shouldn't have been the basis of why you couldn't kick it with him. Like, you only 17, so y'all should just be casually kicking it anyway, you know? But that's just me. Don said, oh, well, he said, why were you seeing someone on a military base? The kid's parents obviously was in the military. So he was dating a kid whose parents were in the military. Can't see him dating an 18-year-old that just went in because there's no fucking way. Anyways, as far as old girl is concerned, I hate to say it because I don't want to kick you while you down, sis, but karma's a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Um, you thought he wasn't gonna do you the way he did his wife. I don't see how you couldn't have foresaw that. The best prediction of future behavior is past behavior. So my thing is, you kind of set yourself up for the woo-woo. All I can tell you is you need to learn from it and move forward. Because at this point, homeboy did exactly what he did to his ex-wife. The same thing he did to his ex-wife is what he did to you. He planned and plotted and waited until he got tired of your ass. And then he came home saying weird shit. You should have known. You should have known that he was on some bullshit because of how he was when he was leaving his first wife. You should have had your head on a swivel. What you should have done is paid the mortgage yourself, change the damn deed of the house in your name, okay? And then kicked his ass out when you got done with it. But see, you ain't know how to finesse. You got comfortable. That's the problem. You got comfortable and then you got dumb. But you should have been protecting your assets. You don't never give a nigga no money. And why the fuck are you paying a mortgage and he not helping you? What was he doing? You telling me he moved out of this perfectly good house and let it get foreclosed on so he can go move in with another bitch? That's craziness. That is mad. Are you serious? Could never be me. If I got to pay the mortgage, the house going to be in my name. Period. There's never going to be a day where I'm paying a mortgage. I'm giving the money to my nigga. No, because I don't know where that money's going. Show me a fucking receipt, bitch. I want to see it. I would have been called. You telling me you never got a call from the mortgage company? Something about this don't smell right. I don't like it. How the house just automatically getting foreclosed on, Jared? You didn't get no phone calls. Your house didn't get no. This is why you need a house phone. Y'all be picking at me by my house phone, but this is why you need a house phone. This shit right here. Why? Because he had all the fucking calls going to his phone, Jared. You see? You see, if you had a house phone, you would have caught the shit. That's why. He said, yeah, and his dad was crazy who knew where I lived. I think it's more of the fact that his daddy is homophobic and he trying to be him and live his life than him being on the military base, babe. That's what I think. What goes around, goes around, goes around, comes all the way back around. Don said, can you go see your Tay laying down and he didn't go downstairs?
You can't do shit downstairs.
That part, because they call you just to make sure you still gonna pay. If you had a house phone, it would have been caught. I knew he would go to sleep eventually. That was JT line for y'all that don't know. Justin Timberlake. I still love me some Justin Timberlake. Did you just use Justin Timberlake? Yes. So as far as I'm concerned, good sis, you're gonna have to chalk this up as a lesson learned. You still have a job, so you need to put your big girl panties on, see if you can crash at one of your friends' apartments for a couple weeks, and make sure you pay them a couple ducats so you can stay there and sleep on their couch. And then you need to get you an apartment, get you a get you a nice little studio, 1-bedroom apartment. He sold all your shit. So you don't have nothing. It's time for you to start over. You don't have nothing to take to your friend's house, but you still have a job. You still have something. So take your good ass job, go to your friend's house, or go back to your mama house or your grandma house, pay them some rent, stack your chips, get you a nice little studio, and start over. And this time, start over as a whole bitch and not a piece of a woman trying to make yourself whole with a man. Okay? This time, go get you some motherfucking therapy so you can learn how to move through these streets correctly. Stop trying to steal your happiness from somebody else. You can make your own happiness. Because, girl, this right here is just ridiculous. Let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2. We got question number 2 in this bitch. Question number 2. Question number 2. We got question number 2 in this bitch. Okay. Don said, you in this landline. If you had a landline, you would know. If she, Jared, am I lying though? The house phone rings. If she had a landline, she would have known. But first, you need to leave in 24 hours before they put your shit out. Hope she doesn't have kids. Wait, more hoes. Because was your shit not cut off before all of this? Like, why was the light still on? You know? She said she came home and everything was out the house. He started coming in, packing up shit. I'm going to go back to that one in a minute, Don. So hold on. Hold on. I'm on question number 2. It says, I'm dating Michelle, a much older secretary at my church. Mature woman with big perfume breasts are my kink. I'm a custodian at the church. Michelle threatened to expose our relationship if I don't leave my wife and make her an honest woman in our church. I broke into Michelle's phone and found 2 other married churchgoers she's been seeing. I set up a meeting for us to come together to expose her. Only one guy showed up with an aluminum bat, and he threatened to harm me if I ever contacted him again. Black men do not cheat, he said, with the bat pressed to my chest. I reluctantly agreed. Michelle means a lot to me, but I may not survive a divorce. My wife has a history of violence. We have a special church program on Juneteenth, and Michelle says she'll be making an announcement about our entanglement to the congregation. So I'm running out of time. What the fuck do I do? Expose her.
Expose her before she explodes you.
Expose her. She's a whore. If you gotta expose the homies in the process, protect yourself. This woman is preying on us with her big ass titties.
Now
She is
now she's praying on us
she
with
is
her
the
titties.
devil incarnate. Expose her and get your ass up out of there. Stop being stupid. The girl is messing with y'all. She's a Jezebel, as they say in the church. She is enticing you with her tig old bitties. You got to get her ass up out of there. Protect your sanity. Right, before you go to bed, just do me a favor. Where is the battery pack?
Okay.
Go in the spare bedroom and make sure that the next set of shows will stay on. Here, just make sure it's on another. Like, put it. See if it's got a. Just make sure it's on another season, so it'll stay on for the rest of the night, in case he wakes up. Okay. Child. He said you need to expose her and run. Period. Take her down with you. Well, here's the solution: don't cheat on your wife, but also expose her before she exposes you. Because that cat got them other two stuck, right? The nigga came with a metal bat and said, "Black men don't cheat." Why not just tell the pastor and make him put it in the sermon? Because the pastor probably fucking her too.
Probably.
Not her. Not he put a bat to his chest, child. Church folk want to use Jesus to hide their demons. Baby, listen. If you ain't never been to church before, and if you don't have, even if you got nefarious intent to go to church, let me tell you something. If you, to be fair, if you wanted to write a story and you wanted to make it juicy, child, go to church and watch. Don't say nothing. Just people watch. You'll start to see a lot of shit. You will see a lot of shit. When I tell you I used to see hella shit at church, I used to see hella shit. Is it on? Is it moving through the seasons? Wait. Can I please have some more water? Thank you. If you the custodian, cut her mic out or kill the power. Child, just expose her. Just go get her one more time. It's what you do. You get her in the bed, you have sex with her one more time, wait till she go to sleep, go on her phone again, get the evidence, because you need the evidence, because if she got two other dudes, I guarantee you there's a group chat where she done told a bunch of them bitches in the church. I guarantee you. All you gotta do is find that group chat and expose all them other hoes. Expose all of them. If I'm going down, goddamn it, the whole church going down with me. All you hoes. I'm taking everybody with me. We all going to hell together. Arm locked. Expose all they bitch asses. Get them all. And then come back and tell everybody that you reformed. You done saw the error of your ways. You are no longer a harlot. Question number 3. We on question number 3. It's question number 3. Ralph, boyfriend of 8 months, whispered another woman's name while we were in bed. I raged. He explained that name was his dead ex, and he hadn't been with another woman since. I forgave him. So, Ralph and I were standing in line at the Little Mermaid movie when a woman dumped her drink on us. Her. This is what you out here doing with the baby on the way? It was his ex, alive, angry, and pregnant as fuck. She chased us out the theater. Rouse said he never said his ex was dead. He said, I told you she was dead to me. And he says the baby isn't his. What to believe? Now, nigga, you know damn well that you told that girl that she was dead. Now, this girl is alive and well and pregnant. You want to know what to believe? Bitch, you already know what to believe. I don't understand why we have to have this conversation. I feel like you already know what you need to believe. And it's very clear that this man is still sleeping with his ex because she's currently pregnant with his child. But he doesn't want to believe that that's his baby so he can keep fucking with you. But if you want to keep on being a dummy, then keep on being a dummy. Just don't involve me in your dump. Okay? But I tell you this, the more you keep falling down this rabbit hole of listening to this fool, the stupider you gonna look. Especially when that baby is born and he goes to the hospital to be with her while she having that baby. Meanwhile, when you get pregnant, you could barely get a phone call or a hot dog from the nigga. Now think about what I'm saying. This man is already blatantly denying a baby with this woman who he was whispering her name in your motherfucking ear. If he could treat his baby's mom like that, who he is still in love with, by the way, what do you think he's gonna do to you, bitch? It ain't finna be champagne and roses, I can tell you that. So you want to know what to do, bitch? Get a life, and stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. She seems alive to me. Not dead to me. That's my favorite line niggas use. Child, I wouldn't believe either of them because he's a dog and she's crazy. If you fall for him, then you're dumb as hell. That lady ain't crazy. That lady is not crazy. She telling the truth and he's a liar. As simple as that. Question number 4. We on question number 4, bitch. Question number 4. We on question number 4, bitch. I'm a new member of Jackie's Kim's Club in Atlanta. Kim's Sex Club. We partake in drugs and have a good time with other nude consenting adults. Oh, so y'all got a whole lifestyle club. Okay. I'm a straight man and there will always be women in the club partying with me. Lately, I've been on the receiving end of sexual activity from other men. Sore peaches. No one will tell me outright if I'm sleeping with dudes while I'm high. P.S. If I try to investigate who is sleeping with me, I'll be kicked out of the Lifestyle Sex Club. I found out that I have herpes. New. And I feel like I should discuss the possibility of my bisex activities with my fiance before she finds out. How to reveal my secret without losing her. Oh, baby, she's gone. Yeah, see, I thought you was including your fiance in these little exploits that you have, but you are not. And then what's killing me is that you're having unprotected sex in this place and you are not. You're having multiple partners. You are increasing your risk of being exposed to viruses. And now you have herpes. It could be anything worse. You can get genital warts. It can be anything bigger than that that can actually take you out of here. You need to be a little bit more responsible than that. But since you got the herpes, you probably have already given it to your fiance now. And that's the nasty part. Like, why you can't cheat and be safe with it? Why you got to involve her in your bullshit? I guarantee you, if this woman got herpes, there's no saving this relationship. There's no letting her down easy. It is what the fuck it is, bro. It is what it is, honey. Okay? You got to be outside your fucking mind. This is nasty. And it's not about the bisex. It's not even that. It's the fact that you're not making yourself be protected. You are not protecting yourself and you are exposing yourself to being infected. And now you have been infected. This is just disrespectful. Why y'all can't just wrap this shit up? You want to be free, then be free by your damn self, but don't make it so that you give look how you treat your fiance. It's just so fucking wrong. Like, who cares if she want to be with you or not? You could have possibly infected your fiance with herpes. All because you was out here living your best life. If you don't want to be married, that's fine. That's your fucking business. That's your fucking business. But at the bare minimum, your black ass, because you're black, your black ass should know fucking better. That shit is just wrong. Question number 5. We on question number 5. Question number 5. We on question number 5. My pimple faced estranged wife lives in NYC and is excited about the mayor's program to house immigrants. She has a fave immigrant guy, a tall Nigerian, and she's posting on Instagram, cooking with him. She's wearing cheap, tight clothes and speaking broken French with him. I don't approve of this. I feel she's doing more than finding housing programs for this guy. Thank you. And I'd like her to come back to reality with me in New Jersey where she belongs. I don't miss her. She just doesn't deserve to be happy, especially when I'm not. Also, their plastic IG smiles are pissing me off. How to lure her back? Misery needs company. Bitch, you know what makes this so delicious? Is the fact that you are honest about the fact that you don't even want her. You just a hating ass bitch. But you know what? It's gonna all come back to bite you in your ass. I don't know how to lure her back, baby, but I can tell you what she don't need. She don't need your little American dingling because she got that big Nigerian dog. That's what she fucking with. She don't want you. She don't want you. She don't want you. She don't want you no more. She don't want you. She don't want you. She don't want you no more. She don't want you. She don't want you. She don't want you no more. Her back being caved in. What he said? He said she's a tall Nigerian. The first thing I thought of was Omas. Woo! And I know his fiance back became in, honey. You just mad. You mad. You mad. I don't know what to tell you, little crypt keeper. I don't know. Put them over there. The only thing I can tell you is, listen here, Sugarfoot.
Not Sugarfoot.
You might wanna invest in finding out why you being so petty. But at the end of the day, it seems like your wife is real happy with her real big tall Nigerian man. And it look like it don't matter what you do, you just not up to par. Honey. I like when you're up front. I can see you coming. You just a petty, miserable little slime ball of a roach. But you're gonna be a miserable roach by yourself because that bitch is living her best life with her cheap fashion over tight clothes and her plastic smile on IG, and you sitting at home mad, lurking on her Instagram, looking at her big ass Nigerian man with his mandingo pee that you ain't gonna never have. It's so sad. But I tell you what, it is very, very satisfying. You're mad. You're mad. He is so mad. I love it. Huh? What's CJ saying?
CJ is not here.
Why? Hold on, y'all. I'm back. I thought he was downstairs.
No. Christopher was going to pick him up.
Still don't know my worth, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire. If I say I hate you, I mean it. If I say I love you, I mean it. If I say I hate you, I mean it. If I say I love you, I mean it.
Trade to me if I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside. Front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Rolling 80 wheels in a city. Riding on you. Gotta roll OT, gotta give and release. Spread your legs downtown, so I'm going up the heat. Hit the raw sounds when I rock up in your city. I'ma roll on the forever, let her roll on me. Split this one down the middle, wake up in harmony.
Eclipse. Don't close your eyes to get away. Just bang my line and I'll arrange it. Beautiful, girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless, yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. All you want is the same thing.
Yeah. The 10th.
Now he yelled.
My mom made me the shit in the restaurant. Oh yeah. So you finally did, huh?
Sorry, y'all. I had to get some family stuff together. Thought my nephew was here, but him ain't. I'm disappointed.
I should go down and mess with my, so you never come upstairs and say that to nobody, you little pup.
I'm disappointed my baby not here.
You know, so Christopher went to go, he went and got the microwave and came back home.
Oh, he put the microwave up.
Yeah.
Well, at least he didn't go all the way to Ashtabula.
No, he didn't go all the way out there.
Oh, he hurting us. I don't like that. I know he upset because of Toya, but he got to understand that daddy got to have a life too. I'm not saying that Christopher, you know, that he's perfect, because he's not perfect, but it's
CJ wrong.
CJ wrong this time.
He is.
Anyways, the bed frame be rocking. Like some more said, fuck me so good, I woke up with my hair braided. Ooh. Not Obas. That's what I thought of. I thought of Obas. The first thing. It's like when I went and hooked up with this dude and we broke his bed. You broke the bed?
Damn.
Oh my God, Rico. What kind of badussy you be serving up? Were you breaking beds and shit? The fuck? All right. We on the question 6. We are on question 6. Jared finna go to bed, so good night. Love you. Main it. I meant to tell you to give me a rag out the bed, out of Tay's room,
Oh.
so I can wash up. I might wash up. All right, y'all. Here we go. Question number 6. Boyfriend was a decent guy. We both worked in fast food and he did Uber, but money was tight. A baller came into the restaurant and I dropped everything for him. I dumped my boyfriend. Baller and I spent a weekend together. He mentioned taking me on a cruise. He asked, "Where do you see yourself in a year?" Me with you. I like successful women around me. I thought you had your own dreams. He left me stranded at the hotel. I did a GoFundMe to get a hotel room, and my ex boyfriend posted the link on his Facebook, but he didn't donate. He promoted my GoFundMe. Does that mean he still cares about me and may give me another chance? I need him back, but he's not responding. This is a classic tale of the grass is not always greener on the other side. Now, to the baller's credit, he ain't really do nothing wrong, you know. He said, "Now it was a weak bed." Don said, "I ain't never did that, baby." Yeah, some of the wood panels that was supporting the bed snapped. Ooh, well, it definitely could have been a weak bed. I told y'all this dude bought me a burger and shake from Five Guys as a reward one time. Damn, you get rewarded? It's like treated like a puppy. Gave you a treat after
Right.
I don't like that.
That was good. Hold on, let me get something real quick.
Right, like good boy. Good boy.
Right.
I don't like that. Cause I done had some and I ain't never broke no bed. Kayla said goodnight.
Right.
Well, that's something. No, that means look at this goofy butch, y'all. Child. No, he doesn't care about you, nor should he give you another chance. I mean, you dumped your BF for a baller, so you got what you deserve. I mean, the ending is a good enough reward to me. I mean, fair. Not the ending. The come to fruition moment. Your piece. As far as this one is concerned, I'll say this. I feel like you got your just desserts if that means anything. Um, you were struggling. You saw that this dude was a baller, and he is thinking he getting with somebody who has ambition, and you don't. You don't even know where you want to go or what you want to do, but you following behind whatever makes you happy in the moment, and that's a terrible place for you to be in. It makes you vulnerable and susceptible to shit like this. Now, to the baller's credit, I mean, was it cruel to leave you in the hotel room by yourself? Yes. Um, but at the same time, you should have. If you're gonna leave your relationship with a man and y'all in the dumps with each other, and you're not gonna stay with him and at least you know get yourself to a point where y'all can be stable, then that's on you. But you can't expect for these men to take care of you. And this is a thing that a lot of girls are going to run into looking up to these girls on social media that are, trying to be ballers, girlfriends, wives, and all this other kind of shit. There's a downside to that lifestyle, and it's a throwaway type of thing because you bitches are a dime a dozen. You feel me? Like you hoes are a dime a dozen. Like there's not there's not a lot of wiggle room here when it comes to that. And you gotta make yourself undeniable. And you just didn't do that. You gave it up to him as quickly as possible. You saying that your only aspiration was to be with him. And like he's like, I want somebody who is successful and has their own dreams. And you don't even have the ambition or aspiration to dream on your own. You are looking to live off of somebody else's dream and ambition. And I don't like that. You should be more focused on yourself. And I think the time that you have now, you need to be focused on yourself. You need to get your ass a new job. If you quit that job, you need to get a new fucking job. And you need to get yourself together. Fuck this nigga that you keep trying to go after, because clearly that's not the path for you. That's not where you're supposed to be at, and you keep running into brick walls. How many times you gonna keep busting your head against the wall before you understand that that's not the path you're supposed to go down, ho? You need to go around the motherfucking wall, bitch. Not keep hitting it. The fuck is wrong with you? I am. Get it together. Let me pull up some of these other ones. Rico said, I mean, he said, I'm treating you because after that, you deserve it. That's still puppy like, right? Am I the only one who sees that? It's I just feel like it's a you know how like when a puppy dog do a good trick and the owner says good boy and give him a treat. I hate to make it bad for you, Rico, because that's not what I was doing, but that's just how I saw it. That's how it was. That's how it was presented in my mind. So my apologies, but it just gave off that energy, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I'd rather be with someone who's poor or middle class who cares about you than a rich guy who doesn't give a fuck about you and who probably just wants sex from you. To be honest with you, I don't think that was the case with this man either. I think he saw the writing on the wall. I think he saw a girl who was trying to live off of him and he didn't want that. He wanted an equal partner who had a say in how she wanted to live her life, and she wasn't that girl. Now I think he was cruel for leaving her in that hotel knowing she didn't have nowhere else to go and no money to take care of herself. But at the end of the day, he made it very clear what he wanted and what he wanted from her. He asked her a poignant question and she didn't answer it right. So he's not he's not rich and doesn't give a fuck about her and just wants sex from her. That's not the case. So I disagree with that. In fact, I don't have no ill will towards the baller dude, other than him just he just basically left her ass in a hotel room by herself with no way of paying for it. So I mean, I'm not necessarily mad at him because he had a right to decide who he wants to be with. And if she is not giving him the energy that he rightfully deserves, then he has a right to leave too. Because if it was the other way around, nobody would be saying shit. Nobody would be saying nothing. Everybody would be like, "Oh well, she could leave if she want to. He not giving her what she want, so he has a right to. She got a right to bounce and leave him." Nobody would be mad. You feel me? So in this case, the baller dude didn't do nothing. Now he probably more than likely he ain't had no clue that this girl was dating another dude. But he also it looked like he tested out the waters a little bit and he ain't like the temp. So he got his ass out. Which I don't blame him for that. You feel me? I love her cause she got her own. She got her own. I love her cause she got her own. She got her own. I love it when she say it's cool. I got it. I got it. I got it when she say. Anyways, IDK if that makes it better or worse, right? Oh, Rico, I'm sorry, baby. Because if you ain't got your own, you have no substance. That's true. I be saying good job and go about my day. Child. Okay, that wasn't the case. I know that I'm speaking in general. I do believe a relationship should be equal. All I'm saying is, in this particular instance, the only bad guy here is the girlfriend. She's the one who dropped her man at the drop of a dime, at the drop of him have another man coming up and showing and acting like he got some money. She was gone. It didn't take much to pull her away. So as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to this man and this whole situation she got going on, I don't know. I feel like this is a time where you could pick yourself up by your bootstraps and figure out what you want in life because you gonna need to. Seeing as how you ain't got nowhere to stay, you done left your boyfriend and he's holding the bag. Now he does not have to do anything to help you. He did what he thought was best, which was share your gun GoFundMe. That's it. He ain't gonna donate for what? You left him, remember? You didn't want to be with him, remember? And now she asking, do he still care about me? That's a question you have to ask him. But be careful because the question might get an answer that you might not want to hear right now. So I recommend that you be very, very careful about what you say, or rather what you hear. Make sure you prepare yourself for the worst, because he could tell you about yourself. He could be like, I was with you when your breath was funky, your back had an S curve in it, your ass cheeks was flat. I was with you, and then as soon as a nigga with some money come in, you leave. So what the fuck am I gonna do next time a nigga come in with some money? You gonna bounce in too? I mean, because that's a legitimate question. You feel me? It's a legitimate question. Well, she said he not responding. Well, there's your answer, bitch. It's over. He don't want you. He don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. Y'all ever seen Michael Jackson's movie where Mama Jackson found Joe Jackson cheating on him with this white lady? And she came home because she never left. She waited till that girl did that signature ring, because back then they didn't have iPhones and shit. So she had to call once to let him know that it was her. And she got a little cold. She called once, he let it ring once or twice, or she called twice, and then he know it's her. It'd be back to back. He asked her for some ice cream, and then she left, and she overheard him talking on the phone. Mama Jackson came back in there and said, I heard everything. I don't want you. Don't worry, Katie. I'll never hurt you. Oh, but I don't want you no more. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. That is an iconic movie, child. Any hoosies. Y'all be easy out here in these streets. I'm going to go and finally go to bed. It's 12:37. That's pretty early for me on a Wednesday to finish out this show. Don't worry, Icy Brazy. I got you on the One Gotta Goes. I will get them uploaded this week, and I will make sure they are up, and we will talk about them on Friday after I do the recap for SmackDown. Okay, we got all of that coming, and I think I might do commentary on Impact this week. I'm not sure, because they got 2 new champions. Alex Shelley is the men's champion, and Chris Sabin is a 9-time X Division champion. It's craziness, but it is what it is, honey. All right, so I will see y'all Friday with Friday Night SmackDown's recap, and we're gonna play One Gotta Go on Friday. All right, thank y'all so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank y'all so much for being here, and I appreciate every single one of you guys for being a part of my show. Please be sure to check out my wrestling podcast, Down for the Count, with my girls, and of course, the personal podcast with the entertainment, pop culture, and news called the KTT podcast. Like I said before, we have pop culture that we just love to talk about. Okay, pop culture includes any and all celebrity news. I have the Red Rum True Crime series, where I talk about all of the stories in the news that have to do with murder and anything very, very high profile in terms of murder. And of course, we have Am I the Asshole Fridays and Twitter stories. That includes my personal recap of the SBC chat, and of course, some Reddit Am I the Asshole stories that need my advice, honey, because I just love to talk. So, if you love me, please do me a favor, run on over there and follow both of my podcasts, because the wrestling podcast is where it's at when it comes to the wrestling. The girls always got it handled on that front, but y'all, my other podcast is my personal baby, and I really want it to pop off. So go over there and follow both of them. They're both available on Spotify, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in our next one. Bye.